Hello, hello, hello! What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, McIntyre, Tazinger, Solagrados, Lucid? How's it going, Lucid? Marin Variant, good to see ya. Cyber Killnose, Thornblood, Mecha Fox Republic, Tazinger, Pallid Dinosaur. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone having a spectacular day, a great weekend. Oh man, we are going to have a fun stream today because not only do we got a couple of fun decks to play, I got a new hat. Someone gave me this hat for Christmas and I haven't worn it yet. So yes, new hat, Lucid. Good eye. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, so today we got a couple of fun standard decks I want to mess around with. I've seen this Rakdos Monument deck, and it looks really spicy. And then also, second deck I want to try. We haven't really played Merfolk yet. I'm not convinced Merfolk really keep up in standard, but I want to try Merfolk, because Merfolk are super cool. So those are the decks we're going to mess around with. We also have a ton of news. We had the ban list update yesterday, we had bracket changes, and then we got all this finance stuff today, because it was Hasbro reporting their 2025 results, or Q4 results. So we found out about new partnerships. Magic absolutely crushed it. Like, Magic had its best year ever by like a huge amount. It was up like 59% or something from the year before. Like, mind-blowing numbers. They're almost up to $2 million in revenue a year for Magic. It's kind of insane. Yeah, so we have so much to talk about. Oh man, I'm down with making fun of New England. The Super Bowl, I was hoping they'd get shut out, so I was a little disappointed, but it did make me happy to see the Patriots get absolutely wrecked. My LGS ended up with 22 Ristic studies because the ban list people were scared it was getting banned. It turns out I didn't get touched. I'm happy I kept mine. Yeah, I mean, that's something that's happening more and more with these commander announcements is there are prices for like Jewel Lotus doubling in price and all this stuff. People freak out and like sell all their cards, buy a bunch of cards, and I don't know if that's actually smart. Like, my thinking with Commander. So what actually happened with Commander? The changes were this. In the end, after discussing the possibility of banning Heuristic Study, after discussing the possibility of banning Thassa's Oracle, nothing got banned. Instead, Biorhythm unbanned, Lutri unbanned as but banned as a companion, unbanned for the 99 and as your commander, but banned as a companion, and then Farewell, a game changer. Now those are the pieces of news. So really, not a ton really happened. I would say, like, as far as how impactful these unbans are, I don't think they're like super impactful. I think we'll see in the short term people trying Biorhythm because it's new and it's kind of funny, but I don't think it's gonna like break the format or anything. Lutri, you play it in your cute otter deck or a Spellslinger deck, it'll be fine. It's actually just like bad dual caster though, so as far as like being a strong card, we already have just better versions of it, discounting the cuteness and the otter factor. But as far as like being a Magic card, we have better versions of it. What do you think about, yeah, very safe. I think the biggest takeaway from this is Wizards is not going to ban stuff. Like, I think unbannings are very, very, very unlikely, or bannings are very, very, very unlikely in Commander. I think it'll happen on occasion when there's like a Nadu or something, but I would not worry very much at all about my Heuristic Studies getting banned or any older cards getting banned, because everything we've seen since Wizards took over the format is unbanning cards, not banning cards. Unbanning cards, not banning cards. I believe at this point, 7 cards have been unbanned and 0 have been banned since Wizards took over. So I think the goal is to have the ban list be as short as possible. They're also mentioning, this kind of scares me, the fact that they're even having conversations about these cards kind of blew my mind. They want feedback on Sundering Titan, Iona, and Grizzlebrand possibly being unbanned in Commander. I'm curious what you all think about that. Like, do you want these in the format? Like, I don't know what style of commander you play. Like, it probably depends on your power level. If you're playing CDH, I think these cards are probably fine to even a positive in like super high powered commander. It's just another thing that you gotta counter when they try to reanimate it. Like, who really cares? But in casual commander, I feel like these cards would be super brutal and not especially fun. So yeah, I'm curious if anyone is actually in favor. Yeah, the one I could see the biggest argument for, and this is not just me loving land destruction, but I actually think the most reasonable argument is to unban Sundering Titan. So here is why. Here's why. If you're playing with brackets, then mass land denial is already explicitly disallowed below, what, bracket 3? So if you're playing with brackets, then Sundering Titan's probably fine, because it's already sort of pseudo-banned under the bracket system, unless you're playing really high power level anyway. If you're playing really high power level anyway, then whatever, Sundering Titan is just another busted card in the format. So I think that would be the safest one. The problem is, I'm curious. I wanted to ask you all this. I've been waiting ever since this announcement to ask you, how many of you play with brackets? Something I've been trying to figure out is like, what percentage of Commander games are with the bracket system? Because if like 90% of people are playing with brackets, I would probably be in favor of unbanning Sundering Titan. I think you can unban a lot of stuff if everyone's using the bracket system, and then trust that game changers in the bracket system will take care of it. But if like 25% of people are playing with brackets and 75 are playing without brackets, then I think it becomes much harder to unban something like a Sundering Titan, because it really is depending on the bracket system to like keep it in the right spot, keep it only in those higher powered games. My whole play group only uses brackets. Okay, so maybe, I mean, it sounds like it's becoming more and more widely adopted. My play group is trying out the bracket system. If people aren't playing with the bracket system, are they even using a ban list? I mean, I'm actually someone who personally, I don't think about brackets when I build my deck. I just build whatever I want and then play them. So there are people who don't really think about it that much. It's funny, most of my decks end up being bracket 2 anyway, just naturally, because I don't play that many game changers. So they end up being in like a fine power range, but I don't sit down and think, okay, I can't play this because it's a game changer. I just build what I want, and the chips fall where they may, essentially. By the way, congrats on being part of that big TCC charity event. Those strip mines were generous. Yeah, that went super well. The props fundraiser for, I think it was Trans Lifeline, did incredibly well, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad that Prof like puts in the effort to do it every year. It's a really cool part of the community. The Shadow Round for the second month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super here for you. Thank you. Bracket 3 and 4 is average. No one really plays 1 and 2 whenever I play at F&M. What do Dennis, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 3rd month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So what do you think of the unbannings? Like, does biorhythm matter? Lutri matter? Like, I don't know, I think these are both fine. The one I heard the most pushback from, and maybe this is just because I hang out with Crim too much, but Farewell being a game changer was actually, hey, what's up, Jurgen? Farewell being a game changer is the one that actually got the most pushback from from the people I know that play Commander. Does that really mess things up? Like, is that a big deal to have Farewell be a game changer? I kind of like Farewell being a game changer. I think it's actually a positive. Perishable Panda. Wow, so many subs. Jay Cullen. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big thank you. I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. I think Biorhythm is gonna be like Worldfire, kind of, where it's gonna be funny to mess around with it for a couple of months, and then I think long-term people are gonna be like, okay, like, I did it a few times, it was funny, now I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing anyway. Farewell does shit off multiplayer game plans, so game changer makes sense. Yeah, I feel like in the style of Commander I know, like the Commander Clash meta of Commander, that power level, I actually think Farewell is fine. I find it annoying. I don't like how it drags on games, but I don't think it's like too powerful to exist. If you're playing like bracket 3, bracket 4 Commander, I think the biggest argument is it's really brutal if you're playing low brackets. Like, if you're playing some flavor deck and it's already going to be very difficult and take a long time for you to win because you're playing Homerids or something, like, you don't really need this hard reset, because then it's going to take your 3-hour game and make it a 6-hour game or something ridiculous. Agent Baker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank ya. Farewell makes games so long and even worse in low brackets. Yeah, that's basically where I am. Lutri is only a problem card because people are going to use it to cheat in the command zone if people don't know about the ban list, and it can't be your companion. The one thing I will say about Lutri is I find it absolutely hilarious. I find it hilarious that they've argued for years now that they can't do banned as Commander because it's too confusing to have multiple ban lists, and then they do banned as companion for Lutri, which I think is a good solution for Lutri. I just find it funny that how can band is companion not be too confusing, and band is commander be too confusing? Like the logic doesn't doesn't actually line up for me. Dogavith, welcome to the fishbowl. What's up, dog? For the 81st month. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I should have brought that up on the podcast. I thought of it when Richard was saying that, but then by the time he finished talking, I wasn't thinking about it again. But I think that is the biggest difference, right? The exile versus everything else. I got my hotel, signed up for SDG Milwaukee. Hey, a lot of pre-modern, probably running 3 decks. Goblin, Psychotog, in Moneyball Black. Ooh, what is Moneyball Black? I don't know that name. Is it just like the black aggro deck, or... I think Gavin's argument for Bandit's Companion hurts less as a way to break the news to new players. Yeah, I guess that's true. Although I was thinking about it. I mean, you're kind of taking a card in its mechanic, and you're taking a card in the mechanic printed on it. And I guess Companion is just such a mistake mechanic anyway that maybe it's okay in this case. But how would this be different than like banning Overload on Cyclonic Rift? Like, is that not kind of in a weird way similar? Like, you can play Cyclonic Rift, you just can't use the mechanic printed on the card, which is Overload. So you can only bounce one thing, you can't bounce everyone's board. Is that not kind of what they're doing with Lutri in a weird way? Like, I think it's the right choice. Just like the more I think about it in the context of the rest of Magic, it's like, it's very odd in a few different ways to me. But anyway, I guess it doesn't. In the grand scheme, it's not a big deal. Like, I think it was the right choice. They honestly should have just done this from the start. I think you should have just like done Bandit's Companion from the beginning with Lutri and let people play it. But I wonder what's going on in Wizards' heads. When designing Lutri, Commander was already huge when Ikoria came out. Did they forget it's a singleton format? They must have... I really don't know. They must have known, because it was literally pre-banned. Like, it was banned before they even released it. They announced its banning when it was spoiled. So they knew that it was going to be banned, and then they made it anyway, I guess. Could they ban companion mechanic like they banned wishboarding? They could. You could. Yeah, I mean, there's other, like, I guess they're not real cards. What's the thing from Conspiracies? Realms or something? I think those are all banned. Anti-cards are banned. So you could see a mechanic being banned. What's up, Joe? Bandit's Companion is just testing to see how the community accepts a separate ban list to make Bandit's Commander list later. Yeah, I mean, we used to have Bandit's Commander. That was a thing like a decade ago. And I think it's actually kind of a positive because it lets more cards be played. Like, Raphalos is fine if it's not your commander. Maybe it's even fine as your commander. I watched one of your videos where you played a game without a commander ban list, and it turns out it was just a normal EDH game, but what was different is y'all played a lot of mana rocks in the game, but it showed the ban list really doesn't matter if you're building decks in your own way with so many different card ideas. I mean, I think that's... So I've heard people argue that we should just have no bans in Commander, period. Everything's legal, figured out with Rule Zero. And I like that impulse, like... Philosophically, I like where you're coming from, right? The idea of just like, don't ban anything, we can figure it out, it's a casual format. I think there are some cards that just really need to be banned, though. With the biggest for me being like Power 9 stuff, like maybe proxying becomes so accepted that it doesn't matter, but having, I don't know, $10,000 cards that you can't reprint ever, that would give a huge advantage to the person playing them, like that kind of concerns me. And then there's a few cards that just like literally break the format, that like there's no upside to having Nadu exist. There's no upside to having trade secrets. The 2 players draw their deck card exists. Like there's some cards that just like don't function. Limited resources is another one that like if someone drops it on turn 2, just no one plays lands for the rest of the game. Horrible experience in a 4-player game. You got a new job, Red Velvet, congratulations. What are you doing? Are you excited? That's super awesome. Anyway, let's do our reminders, and we can our hype train was successful. Thank you, everyone. Let's do our reminders or start playing Magic, and always we go along. We can talk Commander, we can talk bannings, we can talk lack of bannings in Standard, we can talk who even knows what's going on in Historic anymore, huge ban list update for Historic, and then all the stuff from the earnings report today is actually very, very interesting. Kisher at Moe's, hey, congrats, Red Velvet. That's super cool. In my opinion, Rast should just not be able to access Exile. It's 2 permanent of removal to be on a Wrath. Exile should be exclusive to single target. What do you think? I think in general, I agree. I mean, we have had some Wraths that exile that have been around a long time and I think are fine, like Final Judgment from one of the Kamigawa sets or whatever. So I don't think like, I think a Wrath that is exiles but is limited or like overcosted or not that good is probably okay. But in general, I would prefer exile Wraths not to exist. The thing I dislike about exile Wraths is they get rid of the ability to play around them, right? You can't play recursion. Like, you can build your deck to beat a Wrath of God or Damnation. Much harder to build your deck to beat a Farewell. You can't play artifacts or enchantments to get around it because it gets those as well. You can't play stuff that comes back from the graveyard or an Eternal Witness to get around it because it gets rid of the graveyard and exiles everything. So that's kind of the issue. I wanted to ask, how was playing the Academy deck? Oh my god, it was so good. Oh, I've been wanting to play that deck. I was so happy because we were playing the match. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I was worried. I really wanted to have a game where the deck popped off, and I was getting a little fearful as the matches went along. None of the matches would show the true power of the deck, but finally we got a game where it was like, okay, I got the hand. I was like, all right, this is the hand. This is the hand that can really show what this deck can do, and I think that deck, it's my current pick to win the whole thing. I think if I was putting money on it, and I'm not, but if I was putting money on it, I would pick Academy Broken Jar, Monstrous Rage Red, and then there's this one side of the bracket that I have no idea. I have no idea what to pick out of that side of the bracket. Like, let me see. Hang on. I will show you. I'm curious what you think. How do you decide which ones plays each deck? Christoph, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 33rd month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So normally we decide just based on what is kind of associated with that person. Like, Richard's going to play the Jund deck because he's kind of associated with Jund. I'm going to play the Siege Rhino deck because I like Siege Rhino. So it's mostly been like that if one of us want to play a deck for some reason. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess it's just kind of random. We just kind of pick. I think I play more of the old combo decks because I kind of like that play style. Richard will probably play more of the mid-range decks because that's kind of his play style. But like Richard, he really wanted to play Delver because Delver was the deck that he had played most, he said, out of the entire bracket. He was like grinding GPs with Delver back in the day. So if you look at the bracket, I would say from this side, Broken Jar would be my pick to make it to the Final Four. From this side, I actually think Monstrous Rage Red might just be fast enough that it makes it a long ways. Up here, I think easy pick Academy. Like, it's hard for me to see what's actually realistically. It needs to be some sort of like very powerful control deck or like discard deck or something. But I think Academy, the side I don't have a solid grasp on what's coming out of this side, is this bottom part down here. This is to me, the wide open bracket where I don't know what's going to come out of this side of the bracket. I don't even have a good guess at what's going to come out of the side of this bracket. There's no like super dominant combo deck. Your aggro deck is like a Tarka Red, which is good, but it's not like Monstrous Rage, turn 3 kills good. Maybe it's some like mid-range deck. I don't know. Psychotog? I have no idea what's gonna come out of that side. So yeah, Academy is super disgusting. Anyway, reminders. Replay YouTube for the old streams. Normal YouTube. Check out the bracket match from yesterday if you missed it. Tons of other stuff coming up on the YouTube. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Maybe even get a sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes and they'll hook you up. So what are we playing today? And we're gonna start. Ooh, it's actually the deck is actually like the original control deck, or one of the great original control deck, and the name was actually just the deck. They called it the deck. So it's kind of a blue white control deck, like one of this early Magic era blue white control deck that was really influential on the future of how control decks would be built. Giarmacello for the 39th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super here for you. Thank you. Loving the new series, by the way. I find it funny that we still have no elves decks in standard. I know, isn't that wild? There's so many good There's so many good elves in the format, but not enough to get it done. Yo, I got smacked by Rakdos Monument. I love seeing that flower flourish. So here's my one question for the deck. I really want to play, you know what, I'm just going to add one. I'm going to add one. I really want to play Twilight Diviner. We have, so, Blood Yes comes back. Firewake Phoenix comes back. Maybe that's not enough. I really want to be able to play Twilight Diviner, though, because it's such a cool card. But anyway, we're starting today. We're starting today with some Rakdos Monument. So we've seen Monument to Endurance in the Is It Lesson deck. But the Is It Lesson deck, it's basically a control deck that wins in the late game with Monument. This is very different. This is a Rakdos self-discard aggro deck build around Monument. And what we're trying to do with this deck is, yes, Monument can finish off the game, but the key card is this forgotten old equipment, Bloodthorn Fail, which, hilariously, when they first spoiled Monument a year ago now, this was a first card. You can go back on my, go back to the spoiler video. We talked about this card. It's like, this is the card that lets you discard your entire hand, and then no one played it, but now this deck is playing it, so I'm really excited to try it. Bloodthorn Flail lets you discard a card to equip it. So essentially, you can discard as many cards as you want. So this not only lets us trigger a Monument as much as we want, it also lets us discard permanents to grow Moon Shadow. It triggers Marauding Mako. It lets us discard stuff like Bloodghast and Flamewake Phoenix, which I didn't even realize that Flamewake Phoenix was in Standard. To me, this is the Hollow One card. This was like a staple in Modern Hollow One, back when Hollow One was like a thing and super cool, because it'd come back from your Hollow One. So you discard your Phoenixes, get back with your Hollow Ones, hit for a bunch of damage. But apparently it's in Standard thanks to Foundations, so we can discard that and get it back from the graveyard. What are the odds of Tursa exiling a Flamewake? Yeah, I mean, 1 in 7, roughly. Means Stag, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super duper, thank you. I thought you'd enjoy that I'm currently 12-2 in best of 3 rank with Gold Carry doubling season. I'm glad you played that deck. Doubling season is my favorite card along with Doppelgang. Mean Stag, a man after my own heart. I love those cards too. Doubling season, Doppelgang, a couple of my favorites. So it is, I guess it's kind of Hollow One-y. We can also do tricks of like just play a Moon Shadow, discard our entire hand and make the Moon Shadow huge and just hope that we can win with a Moon Shadow. So let's try some Rakdos Monument. I haven't got to play this deck at all yet, but I am excited to give it a shot. Niatuk for the 86 months. What's up, Niatuk? Foundations is my favorite set in years. It's so good while being so simple, and it's nice to have a random assortment of classic cards to be discovered occasionally. That's been my favorite part of it, is just like finding these random cards and I'm like, wait, that's a cool card. I didn't even remember that was in Standard. And the set was so big and it had like the jumpstart attached to it and everything that it's actually pretty easy to find stuff even now a year later, more than a year later, that you just missed the first time. Do you have a deck list for the Rakdos deck? Yes. The deck command should be updated with the Rakdos deck, I believe. Would you make any changes to your Esper Abigail list? Also, how would you build your sideboard? I keep thinking I'm going to revisit this deck, and I haven't gone back to it. I haven't gone back to it yet. So I think the main thing actually might not be too bad right now with that amount of removal. Badger Cup's kind of on the downswing after the last Pro Tour, so I think you still need the early game removal, but you don't need to overload as much as you did before. So I think between Bitter Triumph, Reckoning Hex, Emptiness, hopefully there's enough removal. Could consider a couple of like Spider Senses or something in the main. I might consider that. In the sideboard, Graveyard Hate is going to be a big one, so Soul Guide Lantern probably, because we kind of need our Graveyard active. So probably Soul Guide Lantern, Duresses, Spider Senses, or Spell Pierces, some sort of counter spells. And then I probably have a little bit more hard removal in there, maybe some Get Lost or Shoot the Sheriffs or something. But that's the main thing. Artifact and Enchantment removal, also very important. So like maybe a Nulls or like a Disenchant effect. So basically, Artifact and Enchantment removal, Soul Guide Lantern for Graveyard Hate, some more removal customization options, and then some counter spells, Spider Sense, Negate, Spell Pierce, and that basically be the sideboard. I guess if aggro is an issue, could also bring in some Beezes maybe, but something along those lines. Are we power cubing later? I don't know that we're gonna power cube today, but I do want to do a power cube at some point. So it might be something we do next stream, but I don't know if we're actually gonna do it today because it's not even up yet. I have not figured out how to make the Wither Dragon work. I want to because it's a cool card, but I haven't cracked it yet. I have some cool, oh man, there's some cool ideas I still want to make work that I just have not quite been able to figure out yet, and that's one of them. Power Cube is coming back. It's coming back today. It's not back yet, but it's going to be coming back. Yeah, I was going to play some Historic today and check out the new ban list changes, but yes, for some reason they did not update. They did not update that either. Yeah, let's just play the Iron Shield Elf. And we will pass the turn. We're going to wait until we get the monument down before we start discarding stuff. Did you learn how to draft Lorwyn? I wanted to talk about it on the podcast yesterday. Because no, the answer is still no. I'm still trying. So, okay, here's my initial thought on Lorwyn Limited was you need to pick a tribe early and just commit to it and hope that it's open and you do all right. That plan didn't work very well. My current plan, which seems to be working a little bit better, is don't commit early. In the first pack, mostly just take whatever the best card is out of the pack, and then try to wait until pack 2 and see what's open early in pack 2, and then jump into that tribe. That's been my latest technique, and I feel like, and I think Nummy might be the first person that I heard say that. So I didn't invent that. Someone else came up with that idea first, and I heard them talk about it. It might have been Nummy. But that's my current technique is trying to stay open until pack 2. Still kind of a weird hit or miss format, but wait, what is this? Okay, so we can just, wow, look at these synergies. Wait, actually, no, even better. So we can play a Monument to Endurance. Check this out. Monument to Endurance. Yes, please. Then we can flail. We will discard a card to put it on the elf. It's going to be a Flame Lake Phoenix. That is going to trigger to create a treasure token. And now we can go to combat. We can use the treasure to get back the Phoenix. And we're going to smack you. We're going to smack you for a bunch. Like, if our opponent wants to block, we will discard another card, trigger our stuff. We'll just discard a Blood Crypt, Monument, draw a card. And now we got the Monument locked in. The damage is coming. Enduring Innocence down. Opponent down to 17. And losing for the 70th month. Welcome to the Vish Bowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Oh, we need to do viewer battles soon. Monument's probably, it might be my favorite Ether Drift card. I really like Monument. It's such a cool card. Viewer battles, let's see. So in 2 weeks, we have early access for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, man, so it's either got to be next week or we're going to have to wait like another month. How many people want to do viewer battles next week? How many of you actually want to battle next week? Is there a bunch of you or do we wait another month? I'm open to either one. It's really up to y'all. Let's discard an Iron Shield Elf. Draw a card. It's a Tursa. And then discard a Bitter Triumph. Drainia. Yeah, loot. My all-time favorite. I love loot. What would make anyone think I don't love loot? Yeah, let's play Tursa. Keep getting in some damages. All right. Next stream, viewer battles, Tuesday. So if you would like to sign up for viewer battles, Funky Monkey Beats, if you want to sign up ahead of time and get on the list, you can send me a whisper on here, or you can send me an email, Savronolive. Oh, it has to attack. Savronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So if you want to sign up ahead, feel free. So opponent's gonna block. Yeah, I mean, I guess we hit you for 5. Discard a Moon Shadow. Draw a card. And pass the turn. All right, opponent's down to 11. Can we close this out? About it. So yeah, information I need. Your arena name with the hashtag so I can add you as a friend. and what format you'd like to play ideally, although we can figure that as we go along. But if you know you want to play standard or brawl or whatever, it's helpful to know that as well. But the main thing is arena info. Did you hear about the Final Fantasy VII Zack Fair promotion card for Final Fantasy VII game on Nintendo Switch June 3rd? Yeah, I did see that. I also saw, man, the numbers around this last year in Magic are so wild. So Magic grew a ridiculous amount. Magic was up a ton this year. But the thing that kind of caught me by surprise is Final Fantasy's merchandise money doubled this year thanks to the Magic set. So apparently Universes Beyond sets are not just making Wizards a ton of money, but the good ones are also making their partners, the other companies that are working with them, an absurd amount of money. Get lost. Opponent. All right, well, let's discard the Inti. Drain you. Do you have even more removal? No. All right, so opponent down to 8. I mean, this should be game, right? So Alp's indestructible. Opponent's down to 8. Opponent needs interaction. I mean, we will play a Tursa. We will discard them both. Get a couple triggers. Treasure token. Drain you. And then we can get back double Flame Lake and opponent. This actually does kind of feel like Hollow One. Oh, also, so if you send me a whisper on here for viewer battles, I'm not going to respond to it right now during the stream, but I will go back later and get everyone and put them on a list, and I'll respond then. So if I don't write you back right now, I see your messages popping up. I'm not going to try to respond to them all while we're live, though. I also love Monument. Monument's so cool. No. D&D is part of tabletop profits. It's a huge majority of the revenue for tabletop is paper Magic. The numbers I saw before is Magic was like 80+%, and D&D was like 10 to 20%, somewhere in that range. And then there's, I think, a couple of like smaller things in there. So yes, it's not solely Magic and tabletop gaming. It is featuring Magic, tabletop Magic, and that is by far the biggest chunk of it. But D&D is also a part of that. Thank you so much for all you do. You're amazing, and a genuine highlight of my day to watch your videos and streams. Can't thank you enough. Well, Joe, thank you for the kind words. Ooh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just stick with watching since I'm boycotting Magic. Oh, Eclipsed, what are you boycotting over? What is the reason for the boycott? Speaking of boycotting Magic, oh man, oh man, I've been trying to save this one. Let's finish this game, and then I gotta ask you about this because this just came up this morning with the earnings stuff, and it's one of those things that I think Wizards knows that they probably shouldn't do it. I think Wizards definitely knows that they shouldn't do it, or else it's gonna be quite a day in the Magic world when they announce it. So I think they know they shouldn't do this, but I don't know if Hasbro just sees a huge pile of money and is going to do it anyway. It is going to be interesting. Let's play this land on black. Let's get in with a little shark. Hit you. Opponent. Down to 19. How about a Moon Shadow? Opponent can have Spell Snare. So I feel like double 1-drop is better than a 2-drop here if our opponent's leaving up Spell Snare. I'm boycotting free spells in Commander. Opponent. No. Not our Moon Shadow. Opponent. Well, let's play the land. Oh, that was kind of dumb. That was very dumb. I should have played the elf first. You know what? We're just going to play Flame Wake. And beat down. This deck actually... Hey, what's up? And Bafa? How are you? No more lies. What are you, control deck? What is our... Oh, they're like the Flash Tempo deck, right? We're so close. This deck actually feels sweet. This deck actually kind of feels like playing Hollowwood a little bit, and I love Hollowwood. Starting town. Now let's play an Iron Shield Elf. That resolves. So we can discard a Bloodghast. Grow the Makos. Go to combat, get in, hit ya. Phone it down to 12. Starting down. Get back the Bloodghast. And Pestern. Alright, opponent. What do you got? What do you got? Opponent. Going to Seam Rip. Is it worth discarding the Monument? What are you growling at, baby? Opponent, island, and passes. Well, go to combat. So they can fire up their silly anchorage. Yeah, let's just get in with Bloodghast. I think this is safest. If they flare up the anchorage, that's fine. Then we should be able to resolve this monument, and we get to get back the Bloodghast anyway. So now we can play the monument. Yeah, let's pass. Let's pass. We might need this to discard to trigger monument. What is the monument list? This is Rakdos Monument. Like Rakdos Moon Shadow Aggro Monument. It's like Hollowwood. It's like standard Hollowwood. My god, opponent. Opponent. Chill. Ooh, alright. How about a Bloodthorn Flail? And let's equip it on a Mako. Go to combat. Attack you with a Mako. Phone it down to 7. We're so close. We're so close. Hold on to the land. Pass the turn. Come on. Come on, Dad. Come on. Phone it. Soulstone Sanctuary. Passing. Oh, it's a monument. It's a monument. It's a monument. We find a monument. We play the monument. What do you say about that, opponent? Do you have an answer? You got to know more lies? Oh my god, it resolved. So now we can discard a card. We can equip to the same Mako. Doesn't matter. Discard a card. That's going to last draw a card. That's going to grow the Sharks. An opponent scoops it up. Dylan Hunter! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank ya. What is a Merfolk list? This is a very nice resub month. All right, chat. Here's the question I've been holding on to. So, as I mentioned earlier, Hasbro announced their results for the year. Magic crushed it. They made 90% of Hasbro's revenue, 90% of Hasbro's profits, which is insane. But basically, Magic crushed it. But one of the things they announced, and this is a Hasbro announcement, so not a Magic-specific announcement. This is a Hasbro announcement of upcoming partners. So one of them we have heard of before, which is K-Pop Demon Hunters. The CEO talked about this last earnings call, that they have heavily suggested would come to Magic. So I think that's coming to Magic. Street Fighter, we've already got some Magic cards. Voltron, don't even know what that is, but sure, you can tell me what that is later. The one that is drawing all the angst and all the worry is Harry Potter. Do you think that there is any realistic chance that Wizards would print a Harry Potter set knowing the inevitable like freak out pushback from the community? And I'm of two minds about this. And I will say, so Wizards, when this came up, there was a thing on Reddit, and I don't know how to take this either. There's a post on this about Reddit with people saying, is there any chance that Wizards would do this? The Wizards of the Coast community team, whoever that is, responded on Reddit saying, The Magic Multiverse has its own school of magic in Strixhaven with plenty of secrets still left to explore. Our Universes Beyond roadmap currently does not have us visiting any others. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how seriously to take anything that Wizard says about Universes Beyond, because for a long time they said, oh, we'd never make Universes Beyond, and then they made Universes Beyond, and then they said, oh, well, we're gonna make Universes Beyond, but we'd never put it into standard, and now more than half of this year's standard sets are Universes Beyond, so it's hard for me to take anything Wizard says as like the gospel. I think it's probably true that it's not currently on the roadmap. In the end, though, it would make an insane amount of money. Like, it would make an insane amount of money. We've seen Harry Potter video game released recently, a couple years ago or whatever. It made a ton of money. There's a new TV show gonna come out and gonna make a ton of money. So in the end, I think it's possible that they do it anyway. I mean, Harry Potter's just, it's very, very controversial. Very controversial. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to take anything they say seriously about, like I said, they're like, things just change so much. I think it is very possible they have no current plans, but does that mean there won't be a Harry Potter set in 2028, 2029? No, the plans could change, like they've changed for a lot of other things. I mean, that's what it comes, that's what I think. I think Wizards, honestly, I don't think Wizards would want to make a Harry Potter set. I think I've heard rumors, I don't know if this is even true. I've heard that there was actually going to be a Harry Potter reskin with original Strixhaven years ago, but they ended up pulling it because of all the issues surrounding the author. So they ended up pulling it. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but it would make sense. It would line up with Strixhaven. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. What do you think? So I think it's possible that they end up doing it, and it would be Harry Potter itself is not controversial. The controversy is about J.K. Rowling's personal stances on stuff. Yeah, I think the issue is the author. It's not something I've dug into a lot. I'm not of the Harry Potter generation. I'm too old for that. So I know some people have a very strong connection to the Harry Potter IP. That was not I was the generation a few years before that. So by the time Harry Potter was a thing, I was kind of like past that stage of childhood, so I don't know anything. I know it's a Wizard thing. I know what I see on the internets, but I've never watched it, never read it, so I know very little about Harry Potter itself. Yeah, I mean, the CEO said before, right? If you can conceive of a crossover, we're probably already trying to do it. So yeah, I don't know. What is Voltron? That's the other one. What does anyone, someone's got to know what Voltron is. So I know what K-pop Demon Hunter is, because my little nephew Jackson loves it. He's singing the songs and stuff. I've never watched it. I obviously know what Street Fighter is. What is Voltron? I don't know. It just says Voltron. Voltron is when you make your commander big and kill people. We're doing it. We're getting close to the point where we can do a Universes Beyond of magic. It's Ural the Mistauger. Duh. It's Cloud. I guess that's Universes Beyond. Oh, it's like Transformers and Power Rangers. Speaking of old, the other news that came out of this, which was interesting, average tabletop Magic player age, 35 years old. Has played for 5 or more years, over 1 million unique players in organized play, blah, 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 20% year over year. But 35 is apparently the average age of a Magic player, which I guess makes sense. Like, I know a lot of younger people that play in like their early 20s and so forth. And I know some older people that play. Maybe it averages out to that. I think part of it too is that the game, we are sold, aren't we, Chaos? Chaos Factor Gaming. We are sold, but also Magic's so expensive. Like, it seems hard to get a teenager into Magic. Like, how is it for you, Thornblood? You said you're 20, right? Like, do you find the expense of the game to be a problem? I almost feel like part of the issue is like it just costs so much if you've never played before. If you already got Magic Brain and you're used to the prices, then you just come to like accept it and get used to it. But I do really wonder, like, if you're a teenager and you don't have a bunch of disposable income, it just seems so tricky to get into Magic. But yeah, apparently we're all boomers. Apparently all boomers, and K-pop Demon Hunters is coming. I will say the average age being 35, I think it makes a lot of sense with some of the crossovers they're doing. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're going for like the nostalgia. All these 35-year-olds that grew up watching Turtles in the 90s or whatever. Like, it seems like that's kind of the idea. Yeah, I don't know how you get a younger player into Magic these days. Arena helps. I think that's the direction to go. If like that did say specifically for tabletop. I'd love to see the numbers on Arena. I would imagine the average age on Arena is much lower. Yeah, I wonder if Star Trek pops off. When you have to buy cards with the real, Brazilian money, then you'll see how expensive it is. Oh, yeah, I've heard from South American Magic players that it's ridiculous, especially when you compare like the average income in some South American countries to the cost of a booster box. It's like, I can't remember I don't remember the country. So if I'm saying, I want to say it was like Peru or something, maybe it was Brazil, but like the average income was like something like $800 a month or $600 a month. But a booster box is still like the same price or even more because of like whatever shipping internationally and stuff. I was like, how does anyone actually manage to play Magic if that's the situation? The Badger Cup deck is that's insane. That's you would think a lot of products aren't like that, right? Aren't a lot of products? We might be going all in on this Moonshadow. It might be time for some moonshadowing. All right, we're gonna play this Moonshadow. This might be just discard our hand and see what happens. Discard our hand. Come on, don't Badger Mole Cup us. Don't Badger Mole Cup us. Bad hand. Bad hand. No Boroids. Come on. Opponent. Land of Elves. Badger Mole Cubs us. I tried to get my 10-year-old into it. It was too confusing nowadays to feel comfortable playing it. Too overwhelming with the amount of sets and the crazy amount of mechanics. Yeah, I tried. My little nephew Jax was over, and he's 6, so he's like very young for playing Magic. But he's like, oh, I want you to show me how to play Magic, and I tried, and he didn't have the attention span for me to even like read a card. There was just way too many words for him to actually sit through it. I don't know how we win this game. So we can play the Flail. So we play the Flail. We discard a card, which is going to be the Bloodghast. Then we play Multiversal Passage on red. We get back the Bloodghast. We play the Mako. Do we just keep going? I mean, if they double block, that's fine, right? Maybe we just get in for 4. Let's just get in for 4. I kind of like the Inti because it gives trample to the Moonshadow. Let's get in for 4. If they want to double block with Pollinator and Badger Mole, we'll take it. All right. No Boroids. No Boroids. Please, just no Boroids. I'm 33. I have friends in the early 20s who found Magic through Commander. They're interested in buy cards. I tried to teach 4 of them how to play. 1 still plays. 2 collect. Came from Pokemon. 1 quit. Just my personal experience. I mean, that sounds about right. All right. So we have to literally win the game this turn. Is that possible? I don't think so. So we play Inti. We discard a Flail. Trigger our stuff. Oh, that Bitter Triumph would have been nice. We discard a Monument. Actually, we might need the oh, yeah, we're going to discard everything, aren't we? Discard the monument. Trigger our stuff. Go to combat. Swing out. Discard the Mako. Trample up the Moon Shadow. I mean, that was a good turn, but not good enough because our opponent can block the Bloodghast. We hit him we were so close. We were so close to beating the Avaroid. But now we're just dead, right? Like, we just die on the backswing. Man, we were so close. Not a single ounce of being worth it to buy into Magic. If you spend more than 20% of your monthly income per month. Yeah, I mean, proxying does definitely help. Proxying does help. Like, I think that's a saving grace, I guess, for casual play. Doesn't really help, man. I wonder, could we have done something differently there? Oh, double. Wait. Wait. Are we going to win this? Are we going to win this? Are we going to win this? Opponent passes. Opponent passes. We win. We win. Oh my God, we win. Wow. I don't believe it. No. Through double Aboroid. How in the world did our... Why? Why, opponent? Why? What did they think was going to happen? Oh my God. I mean, I feel like I probably could have done something differently to win the turn before, maybe. I don't know what our opponent was thinking there. That was that was one of the wildest lines that I've seen. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. They just tapped all they had to do was not tap all their stuff. Like, just leave your stuff there. If they had just swung out, I think we were dead. I didn't actually math it, but I think we were dead. What do we want? What do we want on the... Ooh, wait, Vengeful Possession. So threaten that lets you loot. I mean, probably the easiest choice is just bringing the Badger Mole removal. I don't know if trying to yoink a Boroid is actually worth it. We can go down like a Sunspine. I actually kind of like this deck. I haven't played this deck before. This deck's actually super fun. It actually feels a lot like the Hollow One deck. Man, why didn't they put actual Hollow One in Foundations? I think this deck would actually play literal Hollow One. Oh, that might be it. Maybe our opponent thought we had two blockers there. That would have made... If our opponent didn't think they could kill us, then I guess... Nah. Even if you didn't think you could kill us, though, wouldn't you not tap all your blockers so you could try to live? I don't... That was a weird way to play it. What can we cut? So we want the Hexes. Probably the Pyroclasms. Ugh. What can we cut, though? Bloodthorn Flail actually seems very good in this deck. Maybe we'll like one Tursa, one Flame Wake, one Bloodghast. Let's try it like that. This deck is very strong. I played a lot against it this past week. Was it becoming a thing? I played against it randomly on the ladder like once or twice, and I was like, that looks kind of cool. And then I actually found the deck list, and it is actually kind of cool. Yeah, we'll keep that. We have multiple sideboard cards is nice. Did Krim just upload a Grixis deck? I mean, is it Tuesday? Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, I think he may have. Oh, find someone that loves you the way Krim loves Grixis. Which I guess means uploading every other day to YouTube. Found it, Badger Mole Cup. And fires up the forest. Oh, I think we just do this. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. We got the answers this game about it. Oh, did they finally update it? I wonder why they didn't update it yesterday, opponent. Keen-Eyed Curator, and a Gene Pollinator. Well, let's play the land, play the Hex, kill the Keen-Eyed Curator, and let's just get down Inti. That uses our mana the best. Have you thought about trying to make a Tarfire deck? Wait, Tarfire like the Goblin Shock? Wait, do we have is Tarfire in Standard? It's not, right? Wait, what is Lasting Tarfire? Oh, this thing? It seems kind of slow. I haven't tried. My perception is it seems easy to trigger with Blight. The problem is it's only 2 damage. So it's going to take a long time for it to actually kill someone. Oh, Mirror Form. There we go. Yeah, Lockmir's a really interesting synergy piece. Yeah, maybe I gotta try to build around it. I do think Blight has some untapped potential that we haven't played much Blight yet. We haven't done a ton of Blighting. We played a little bit, but Flood Post Rounder is a good one. Yeah, we're gonna try Merfolk in a minute. In the second part of the stream, we're gonna try Merfolk. Yeah, I finally realized I thought it was a Phyrexian thing, and they were like polluting the genes because that sounded very Phyrexian to me. But then I read the second half of the word, and I was like, oh, that's pollinating. I see. So what is your advice for Lorwyn Eclipsed draft, chat? Is the correct technique to try to stay open to pack 2? I still feel like, man, usually I feel like I can figure out a limited format pretty quickly. This one just seems, it's like so swingy to me. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I like do the same thing and get like 6 or 7 wins, and then I do the same thing the next draft and get like 1 or 2 wins. Like, stay open. I mean, that probably is the best advice. Yeah, elementals are strong if you hit it. Elves are strong if you hit it, but everyone fights over elves. Elves Kithkin generally the best. Yeah, I think elves are, I mean, Morkant's Eyes is just a ridiculously powerful uncommon, so I think that goes quite a ways. What do you think of Edge of Eternities? Like, compared to ECL, what do you think of the depth of both formats? Honestly, so I love Lorwyn Eclipsed. That was the set I was super hyped for, and I think it delivered. Limited wise, though, I think I prefer Edge of Eternities. Like, I don't know. It's probably just because I haven't been doing that well at Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. So it's probably just biased because of that, because I think I did better at Edge of Eternities draft. So it might just be a bias because of that, but I think I like Edge of Eternities better. I think, to me, the lanes are so solidified in Lorwyn Eclipsed. It's like, here's a tribe. You want to be a tribe. Be one of these tribes. And there's only 5 of them. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It feels to me in some ways like there's less exploration maybe than there are in some other formats, because you're just so focused on trying to get into the right lane, essentially. Do we discard a card here? Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think we have to. I think we just discard the Grease Fang. Like, it's going to grow the Moonshadow twice. So now we have a 4/3 Menace. We grow the Mako, hit ya. This deck can get through some damage pretty quick. Oh, Avatar was great. Avatar I really liked. Yeah, I mean, I think you can build like a Blight deck. You can definitely build like a vivid pile. I wish the fixing, I keep wanting to build like a 5-color vivid deck with like Puka's Eye and like the green enchantment that turns a land to color and ramps you. Like, I've been wanting to do that. Wait, this is untapped, right? This should be untapped. All right, let's play Tursa. Discard the multiversal passage. Trigger ours. Oh my god, that's a monument. That is a monument. And here comes the Sharks. Here comes the Mako. Here comes the Tursa. Wow, this deck is actually kind of good about it. But I never get those pieces when I try. I think you gotta let it happen naturally. What oh, the Scarecrow. Yeah, the Scarecrow is good fixing for 5 color. I mean, Avatar apparently, someone said, I don't know, did anyone see something from Wizards, I think today, saying that Avatar was the 3rd best-selling set of all time behind Final Fantasy Lord of the Rings? I haven't, someone told me that this was a thing, but I haven't actually seen the source on it yet, so. Oh, wait, they're curling? Oh, I can't blame you, Eclipsed. Go enjoy the sweeping, the ice sweeping. I think curling's one of the funniest sports. That's a great thing about the Winter Olympics, is they just have some of the funniest sports. That's like such a, wow, opponent takes it. What would you guess for slots 4 and 5 most sold? Ooh. So again, I haven't seen the source on the Avatar thing, so I'm not 100% on it. Someone just said that. I haven't seen the source yet. But assuming that is correct, so we'd have Final Fantasy number 1. We'd have Modern Horizons 3 number 2. We'd have Avatar number 3. I think it has to be Modern Horizons 2 number 4. And then number 5, what would number 5 be? What was the last best-selling set of all time? It's probably something stupid like Wilds of Eldraine, or just like a recent standard set, maybe. Bloomborough, it might be something, or Duskmourn. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that. Oh, I think the gap is pretty big. Like, I remember when Final Fantasy, we didn't even get to see much of that deck. When Final Fantasy launched, it sold 200 million in a day or something. It beat the runner-up deck in a day. It took like 6 months or something for Lord of the Rings to do the same amount that they did in one day with Final Fantasy. So I think the gap is actually pretty meaningfully large. Oh, did I not say Lord of the Rings? Wait. Did I miss? Oh, no. Okay, so I messed up the order. So it's got to be, yeah. I moved Modern Horizons too high. It's got to be this. It's got to be Final Fantasy 1, Lord of the Rings 2. I said Modern Horizons there. So Final Fantasy 1, Lord of the Rings 2, Avatar 3, assuming that's correct. And then it would be Modern Horizons 3, Modern Horizons 2. It's got to be those. Those have got to be the top 5. Yeah. No, I spaced on Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings is definitely number 2. So yeah, I think that would be my guess at the order. Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Avatar, the 2 most recent Modern Horizons sets. Yeah, I mean, according to Chris Cox, our buddy Chris Cox, something from this year they think will do it, and I think they gotta be talking about Marvel superheroes, but I don't see it after the response to Spider-Man and the so far seemingly not super big response to Turtles. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, what's up, Unsought Tree? Unsought 3. What's up? Good to see you. I think that's something Wizards. I wonder if Wizards has connected that the most successful universes Beyonds we've had so far, I think they do 2 things. I think there's 2 things that you got to look for. One is they need to be, as Wizards would say, Magic adjacent. They need to feel at home and fit in the world of Magic, which is something that some sets do better than others. So that's number 1. They got to be Magic adjacent. Number 2, and this is the more sneaky one. The adjacent one's obvious. The sneaky one, I think, the most successful Universes Beyond sets come from IPs that are not already flooded with merch. I think that's a big part of what made Final Fantasy so popular, was there's just not a lot of Final Fantasy stuff out there, or it's really expensive and very hard to get. So if you're a huge Final Fantasy fan, you don't have a lot of options. I think that's where Marvel and Spider-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they sort of fail. Like, I would say they're like below average in adjacency, but not like as bad as it could be. But I think they're like 10 out of 10 with how flooded they are. Just like the market's so saturated. If you want a toilet bowl scrubber with Spider-Man on it, I bet you I could find it in 5 minutes from somewhere. Like, name any ridiculous product, and you can probably get it with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on it, or Spider-Man on it, or an X-Man on it. I guess we pitched the Bitter Triumph here. Wait, how far do we go? Is there any argument to just literally discarding everything right now? Do we keep going? Do we keep going? I think we discard the Grease Wrench. Get a couple more counters. Get out of Pyroclasm range with a little shark. What are your thoughts on the BNR announcement? So, as far as not changing things in paper formats, that was my expectation. I was expecting a no change BNR. I am still hopeful that we'll get some bannings with the shake-up BNR. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. But not surprised there were no changes anywhere. The thing I was hoping for most was maybe some modern unbannings. Maybe it's just not time. Maybe it's not time for that yet. Let's play Inti. But I do think unbanning more old modern cards would be good. So I'm fine with that. The historic stuff I actually am excited by. I used to really like historic. I played a lot of historic at one point. But the thing I ran into with historic was, well, first Timeless came around, and I just enjoyed Timeless more than historic. So that was part of what made me play less historic. But then the other big thing that happened was Modern Horizons 3 released on Arena, and Historic got really bad. It was just so dominated. It was just so dominated by... Wow, we're going to crack it? Get rid of that Bloodghast? All right, sure. Sure. It was so dominated by... Man, we're actually very close to winning here. Like, if we could discard a couple more cards and our opponent didn't have a Hex, we actually were very close to just winning there. We'll hit you down to 10. Starting town. Go. But yeah, I think the bannings are very exciting for Historic. Like, you still have Timeless, so I don't know if I'm going to play as much as I did in the past. But I think that Historic... I've been kind of complaining about why won't they fix this format. Like, Eldrazi is just way too good. Energy is just way too good. So I think it was wise of them to actually finally take action. There is a big, like, philosophical change, which I find interesting, because they had always said no free spells. No free spells in Historic. That's part of our philosophy, right? Is Timeless gets the free spells, no free spells in Historic, no Blood Moons in Historic. So seeing them, like, add the Blood Moons... so we hit for 10. I mean, I guess we just hit for 9. Hit you down to 4. All right, opponent. You better draw something. You better draw something. This is another card I can't believe is not seeing more play. Explosives looks busted. Wait, what card? Opponent. Wow. Gonna eat the nutrient block. Go up to 7. You better eat your way into some removals there, opponent. Thinking, passing. So if they have removal... Yeah, let's just attack. See what they do. Get in. Alright, opponent finds another Hex. Drops to 4. We will pass the turn. Oh, build it. Weapons manufacturing. That might be my favorite Edge of Eternity's card. It is definitely on the short list of favorite cards from that set. I know, that was my initial plan for today, was to try to do some Blood Mooning in Historic, but they didn't implement the bannings for some reason. So I don't have a deck yet because they didn't decide to ban it for whatever reason. Yeah, let's just discard to equip. Discard the flail. Make it lethal. This lets us, if they kill in response, we can play another Tursa. Alright, opponent. Dead, dead, dead. Good morning! Good morning from Alaska. Wow. How is Alaska? I feel like I've been living in Alaska. I feel like I've been living in Alaska the last couple weeks. My God, over the weekend, it was negative, like, 16 here or something. Negative 16 and snowing. With the wind chill, but... good morning from Alaska, Seth. Would it grab your attention if I said I had a successful Abzan reanimation deck and best of one, standard alchemy historic, no alchemy cards? What about if I said it had no creatures? Wait a minute. So you have a successful reanimation deck in Abzan, no creatures. Okay, so what do you so the thing that gets, so I can see how you could do this, right? Because there's reanimated permanent cards, Parination, Invoke Justice. So there's reanimate artifact cards. Is it an artifact deck? But that's a weird color for an artifact reanimator deck. I am intrigued. What is actual plan? What is the actual plan, Alex? I'm very curious now. I'm very curious what are you reanimating? What are you reanimating in Abzan with no creatures and no alchemy cards? I would guess Parination, but then you're not reanimating Omniscience. I don't think. I could see Parination for Omniscience. Do you think Force of Will would be a positive for Timeless, or would it just become a blue format? It would make the format more blue, but I also think it would probably be a positive. I don't know. I actually enjoy Force Will formats. Like, I know Legacy is heavily skewed towards blue because of it in Brainstorm, but I actually always have a ton of fun when I play Legacy. So I actually think it might just be a good thing. Yeah, NFA is a really sweet commander. I mean, what is your all stakes on the bannings from yesterday? Like, are you gonna play Biorhythm? How many of you are gonna build a Biorhythm deck now? Like, is that card hyped? I'm curious if that's something that gets you excited and you're like, oh man, Biorhythm unbanned. I'm gonna go build a deck around it. Or if people are just like, eh. I mean, you could ban Island in Legacy and they'd still find a way to play their Force Wills. They'd find a way. Oh man, I don't think we can keep this one. If this was a duel, maybe. Yeah, all right, this is fine. This is fine. We can put a Tursa to the bottom. Yeah, let's try it like that. The historic unbans are live in best of one, but not best of three. I don't understand. Normally when they do the ban list, it updates almost immediately. I don't know why it's taking a day and not in every format yet. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, we might just be standarding today, and then we'll check out some Blood Moons and Historic in the future or on the YouTube or something. Opponent, you can't hex our Iron Shield Elf. No. Hi, Mr. Goldfish. Can you add some deck lists for Historic? So Heisenberg, I would love to. I'll have to make some more. So the reason that you don't see a bunch of deck lists for Historic like you do on the other metagame pages is, so these metagame pages are based off tournaments, right? It's Moto leagues, it's paper events. The problem with Historic is there's just not a lot of tournaments, to the point where, like, the last tournament for Historic was 8 of 2025. Before that, it was 10 of 2024. There was a single tournament uploaded in more than a year, almost 2 years now. So that's the biggest reason that there's not a full metagame page. But I will have to try to make some more decks so there's something there for people. Well, we are going to Multiversal Passage, I guess, on red. We're going to get back to Bloodghast. We're going to play the Monument. We're going to discard a Flame Lake Phoenix. We draw a card. Oh, I'm so incredibly dumb. Oh, it taps it. I'm so dumb. Okay, we gotta attack first. All right, that one was on me. Reading the card, actually, this one doesn't even have a lot of words. It's right on there. Reading the card does explain the card in this case. Found it popping up with Summon Fenrir. We didn't want that 3 damage. It would have been too easy. Would have been too easy. Yeah, let's just Tursa. I think we just discard both. Discard both, see what we find. Ew, a bunch of bad lands. Well, draw a card. Drain ya. This time, we will correctly go to combat first. Swing. Found it. Gonna block the Tursa. Drop to 12. And, yeah, I think we just hold on to our hand. We can discard the Bloodghast, drain, and then it'll have haste during our turn. Opponent. Ooh, going to the end the Iron Shield Elf. Well, in that case, all right. Discard the Bloodghast. Draw a card. Discard the Starting Town. Drain ya. Down to 9. Losing this elf is bad because we're out of discard outlets. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of. Ooh, a Farewell either. That is not a bad draw though. So play in the mountain, get back to Bloodghast with haste. Play the monument. Hit ya. I mean, hopefully this Inti closes out the game. Opponent down to 5. All we need is a way to discard a card. All we need is a way to discard a card. Opponent land. Badger Molcub, everyone's favorite. Sure, gonna do some earthbending. Yeah, gets to draw a card, gets a 1/1. I mean, you still have to. Oh no, it still worked. What? Oh my god. Opponent. Opponent, opponent, opponent. Flamewake Phoenix. Attack with everything. Opponent blocks, opponent blocks. Down to 3. Gets back the land. That Maelstrom Pulse. No way. No way. No way do we lose this. No way. The sneaky Inti. The sneaky Inti. The sneaky Inti is going to close it out with the Flamewake. Opponent. Restless Cottage. Fires it up. Gonna eat a Bloodghast. They need a land, though, to crack the food. If they don't have a land to crack the food, they die. Down to 14. Opponent passes. Inti. Wow. Wow, they made it close. Opponent made it close. Discard the removal spell. Oh, into the Phoenix. Oh, boy, that Maelstrom. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. That Maelstrom Pulse was brutal. Farewell has a Psych Rift problem. People play not to lose, and then can't win, making the game take forever. Yeah, I thought it was funny. So, when we did the podcast yesterday, if you're listening to the podcast, Richard and Krim were very anti the Farewell change. Like, I actually agree with some of it. Like, I do think that in general, Commander players are kind of soft compared to other formats. They're like that. I think that is kind of true. But there was kind of this big argument of like, you know, it's just sending the message, the interaction is bad. And like, and I don't think that's really the case. I don't think that's the case. I think it's, oh, well, why would they put this removal spell on the Game Changer list? And I thought, well, Psych Rift is on there. Like, I kind of see Farewell as being more in the Cyclonic Rift cap, so in camp. So I didn't see it as like an unprecedented game changer, because to me it kind of felt like Psych Rift, right? So that pulse was so good for our opponent. Not enough, but it was good. So our opponent's playing Golgari stuff. Golgari things and stuff. They have a lot of basics. All right, so we're not bringing in Sunspine Links. This gets blown up by Pulse. I mean, I guess maybe we're just bringing in a little bit of removal. Yeah, let's try that. Let's bring in a little bit of removal right like that. Okay, Seth, I sent you a deck in email, but I recently included Peace Walker Colossus, which is not standard legal. It was an easy swap, but also 100% makes but also made 100% better with Greasefang, but not having creatures takes away the novelty. Ooh, let me see. I gotta see this deck list. I'm grabbing it now. I want to see this no creature reanimator deck. Ooh, okay, so we're doing vehicle chain. Oh, Peace Walker clauses. Peace Walker clauses. I remember a long time ago, the Mr. Plow deck we played in Pioneer with with the Colossal Plow. I'm pretty sure that was a Peace Walker Colossus deck to turn on the plow. Ah, Tune Up is reanimation. Yeah, that looks sweet. Yeah, I guess Greasefang does seem like it'd be good in the deck, but you were also right that if you had said, "Oh, I'm just playing a Greasefang deck," I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, Greasefang's fine, whatever." But the no creature thing is part of the reason it was interesting. Yeah, let's just play a Mago. Mago. My name again is Mr. Plow. Opponent, Hollowmerk Siege. Oh, you know what I've been watching lately? And I'm only in season 1, but I've actually really enjoyed it. A show called, oh, we don't have double black. That's awkward. A show called Primal. It's like an animated show. I can't remember the guy's name. It's one of those shows where the guy puts his name in front of it. I'm so-and-so's Primal. But the animation is just so good. It's a very interesting animation style. And the craziest part of the show is there is essentially like 0 dialogue. Like, at least in season 1, maybe it changes as it goes along, but there's no dialogue. There's no dialogue in the show. It's just like sounds and images, and it's really good. Tyler Perry, that's who it was. Tyler Perry's Primal. That's the one. That's the one. I'm pretty sure that was the one. No, I think that's right. Gennady Tartskovsky, something like that. But yeah, I'm just about to the end of season 1, and I've really enjoyed season 1. I haven't started season 2 yet, so we'll have to see. Cannot vouch for season 2, but yeah, the animation's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's HBO Max / I think it said something about Adult Swim on there too. Oh, I didn't realize that. See, he should have put his name in front of Samurai Jack so I knew it was him. Why doesn't everyone do that? What do we do here? Let's play a land, get back a Bloodghast. Monument to Endurance. I mean, I think we just kill the land. Yeah, let's kill the cottage. Get rid of the cottage. And hit you. Bone it. Down to set. Man, this deck feels actually really good. I really enjoyed your budget standard deck you played recently. So much so, I decided to build it myself. Hey, the mono blue one or a different one, 13? That's awesome. I hope you have fun with it. Oh, who is? Oh, well, it wasn't the monument. Wait, do we still have lethal? We still have... Man, this deck's so good. We still just have lethal. Inti. Bloodghast. Haystub. Attack up. Discard a card. Trigger the monument. Opponent deck. Wait, is this deck... Did we break it? We didn't even build it, but did we break it? I think we might have broke it. The other thing I had to ask... I was wondering if anyone knew who this guy is. Okay. So we got a little update. On the Magic the Gathering movie. The Magic the Gathering movie is going to be directed by Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson of Blackberry and Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie fame. Does anyone know? Is anyone familiar with either of those? Like Blackberry, the band, the show, the movie, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I haven't watched any of those, but apparently he's the new director of the Magic movie, and it's the biggest project he's ever been a part of, and it's amazing that it's happening and all that stuff. I saw like on Amazon Prime or something. I saw a preview or like a trailer for a movie, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I was like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And apparently it's a TV show too, like in the past that I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, I didn't know of Blackberry. What is Blackberry? I felt like that was a ripoff of like the Apple movie or something. Blackberry the movie. Oh, it is. Oh. Okay. Blackberry the film. It's about the rise and fall of BlackBerry mobile phones, apparently. It's so funny because it seems like this guy does like mockumentary comedies. what would the magic version of a mockumentary comedy be? I guess you could have some fun with the Justice League. That writes itself. I would watch a mockumentary of the Justice League going around and doing their things. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Blackberries. Those are yeah, Magic the Office. Jankomentary. It's funny they went from Marvel director to whoever this guy's all about. Following the old pros on tour could be funny. Oh, that would be entertaining. A documentary about the spark. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, apparently the movie's happening. I don't know whether to be the guy who took pictures of well, fuck cracks. No, the crack guy. I don't think he's the crack guy. That's someone else. The magic like if somehow the magic movie and show ends up being good, it could be really huge for Magic. Like, did you see? I don't know how many of you watched the Super Bowl. My God, that game was horrible. Well, other than the Patriots losing, that part was pretty sweet. The Netflix show, it's been kind of up and down. It is on currently, as far as we know, but they've been talking about it for like 7 years, and there's been different directors and different things. But I don't know if you noticed, if you watch the Super Bowl, there was a Pokemon commercial in the Super Bowl, and it got me wondering, like, how close do you think we are to Magic being Super Bowl big? Like, if Pokemon can have a Super Bowl commercial, do you think Magic is close to having a Super Bowl? Like, are we a couple years away from turning on the Super Bowl and seeing Liliana or Chandra or whatever, some sort of commercial? Do you think that's possible? That is true. There was a gold medalist at the Olympics who plays Magic. Apparently someone who played in the Super Bowl plays Magic. Then there was some drama between Seb McKinnon and someone in the Olympics over using one of his songs or something. Magic's everywhere lately. Oh my God. If it's a loot show, actually, no, that might be the funniest. That might actually be the funniest mockumentary. If it's Faraska and Jason loot, just like a sitcom. Like, that's the family. Jace is the father, Faraska's the mother. You got the little kid loot. And it's just like a sitcom with the laugh tracks and everything. That you're like sending Lute off to his first day of school, and he gets bullied, and you teach him about, how to respond when something like that happens. You laugh, you learn, you love, you grow up. Maybe that's the show. Well, let's play the land. They're gonna counter. We're gonna play the monument. Friggin' control players. Oh, he didn't counter it. Iceberg. I think that should be a game changer. Add it to the game. It interacted with me. Add it to the game changer list. I say. Live, laugh, love, counterspell. Oh, wait. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a control deck. I mean, it might be Nassif. Or it might be a fan of Nassif. I don't know. See if Nassif is streaming. Let's see. I'm not gonna go into his stream, but we can see if he's live playing Standard. I don't wanna stream snipe. I mean, that looks like Nassif, and that looks like a blue-white control deck, so it might. I was thinking it was just someone that used his name, because multiple people can have the same name, but I think we actually are playing against Nassif. Oh, Nassif, you're gonna stop countering me, right, buddy? All right, how about another monument? Can we actually get a trigger? Can I actually get a trigger off this Oh my god, these icebergs. Hi. I also played against... Come on, land. We actually kind of want to land. Ooh, and we lose that blood gas forever. All right, sure. I played against someone in Limited the other day, but they were like hardcore low bronze. But their name was LSV, and their deck was actually kind of good. It was LSV all lowercase, and I was like, wait, no. This can't be. There's no way actual LSV is like the bottom of bronze in Limited, right? There's no chance. There's no chance. But I'm not sure. Maybe it was a real LSV too. Maybe we're just playing all the pros. Ew. Huh. We did not draw land, which is kind of what we wanted to draw. Well, hit you to 12. Pass the turn. Yeah, that was my thought, is it had to be someone else using the name. Found it. So, main deck Soul Guide Lantern 2. Well, let's... So we're not going to be able to get back the Bloodghast. Let's get in with the Tursa. Man, we had 2 monuments, too. Hit ya. What are you going to sack it and give us back our monument? That'd be sweet. Please do. Yes, scry, get that scry. Get that scry. Get that scry, Nassif. You need to see what's on the top of your deck. Do it. Do it. Wait, is Gab stream sniping? Gab. I mean, what are you going to see? It's all the same cards anyway. Are we listening to the Wizard stream today? Oh, we got to restart after this match. I don't know. Oh, they just drew every Aang's iceberg. All right, sure. Sure. Well, how about a Grease Wrench Goblin? And we will pass the turn. That is a lot of Aang's icebergs. Good lord. What is the theme of the WotC stream? I don't know if we will or not. I mean, usually we do for spoilers. I don't know if we will today. It'll probably depend on the topic. All right, Grease Wrench. Discard a couple cards. Draw a couple cards. Well, let's play Tursa. Let's play Tursa, but not discard. Let's just get a body down. Oh, another No More Lies. All right, well, get in there, Greasy. Head ya. And it's a get lost. All right, well, we have run our opponent out of cards for now. Play the land. You can crack your Soul Guide Lantern. All right. Well, we have run the control player out of cards for now. We got a creature land. They got a million icebergs. Luca Johnny, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. We no longer have a creature land. We have another swamp. Found it. Gets an island. I mean, we don't even have a card for this Iron Shield Elf to protect it. Yeah, what are the odds we run into Nassif is very, very low. Very low. Very low. The odds of running to anyone you know, like, I don't think I've ever, outside of Early Access Day, which is different, I don't think I've ever, like, just randomly played against Crim, or I don't know if I've ever played against anyone I know randomly in Arena. All right, let's crack these maps. Now, that's actually a pretty good mill. Let's go to combat. That was a very good mill. That was a very good mill. Get back to Flame Lake. Hit ya. And, yeah, I mean, I guess we just go again. Go again on the elf. Inty. Do we even want Inti? Is Inti worth it? Huh. I'm gonna say no. Gab is streaming. He's definitely streaming. All right, we're gonna hold on the land. Pass the turn. What are the chances he's playing mirror form? Ooh. Oh. If he is, we're probably dead. Actually, we're not quite dead. We're if he is, that's very bad news for us. That is very bad news. That would make sense with all these Aang's icebergs. Although it's kind of funny, if you exile something with Aang's iceberg and then you mirror form it and then that thing dies, you still get it back. That's actually a great draw. That is a great draw. How about a Tursa? That is a potentially lethal Tursa. 3 steps ahead. Gonna draw some cards. Gonna counter it. Well, I mean, we get to hit you down to 2. Go to combat. Hit you. Or down to 3, rather. Down to 3. Pass the turn. Untaps. Draws. We beat a Wrath. It needs to be removal for the elf, plus, I guess you can survive. You can survive 1 Flame Wake hit. Soul Guide Lantern. I mean, what are your all thoughts? I don't know, like, is it worth watching Gavin talk Commander? It's probably just the same stuff from the article. I guess I'm kind of like, eh. But if you guys want to, I'm down for it, but it's not an opponent scoops it up. It's not really like spoiler tier for me. So I think it's probably just going to be most of the same stuff we've talked about. So probably not going to watch the WotC stream today. But if you want to watch it, you are welcome to. Well, taking down one of my favorite players and one of the best players in the history of Magic, Gavin Nassif in game 1. What do we have for a control deck though? So do we actually think this is a mirror form deck? Is Gab a mirror former? Maybe on stream. He might actually be. I mean, so the problem with the board wipe is it doesn't beat the Iron Shield elf. So if you spend your turn board wiping, we just discard the land, save the elf, win on the backswing. So it doesn't actually, and we get back the Flame Wake Phoenix anyway. So actually the board wipe almost does literally nothing. It makes us discard a card and pay 1 mana to get back the Flame Wake, but it doesn't actually get out of the situation. Huh. So what do we want in this matchup? The case seems good, except it gets got by Aang's iceberg. I don't even know, is Sunspine Lynx even worth it? Does it do enough? Maybe we just mostly run it back? Like, we don't want hexes. We don't want that. We don't want Soul Guide. The only cards in conversation are case. Like, maybe we go 2 cases. What do we think the win con is? Like, can we cut the Bitter Triumphs? So the BNR. We haven't gone over the BNR super in depth. Let's finish this match and then we'll jump into the BNR. But I mean, the TLDR, the short version is I'm actually pretty happy. Like, so standard, no changes. Pioneer, no changes. I expected. Modern, I was kind of hoping for like a random unban or 2, but I don't think anything really needed to be banned. Legacy Vintage, I don't play it enough to really have a solid opinion about where the meta's at. I think Alchemy, I really don't care. The notable one in Alchemy is Veil. Veil was a problem in Historic, and rebalancing it to double its mana cost should solve that problem. It is no longer going to be one of the best decks in the format, which I think is a positive, because that card was actually kind of a bit much, I think. And then the Historic bannings I actually really like. The sand seems kind of suspicious. I mean, we got some baby sharks, but we got no... Yeah, I mean, all right. I talked myself into it. I think this hand's very mid, but I think it's keepable. Ooh, another land. All right, another land, not the best. Not the best. So let's play a Mako. Play a Mako, go. The ones I'm most excited about are actually the Historic changes. There's a Riddler. Well, let's play the land. Get in for one. Play a Mako. Pass the turn. I mean, if we get down this Tursa somehow and can discard 2 lands and make these Makos 3/3s, that would be very good. Historic, I'm actually very interested in now. Way more interested than I was before. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ha 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 ha. The flail is also interesting. So I think what we do here, I think we play the starting town. I think we just play a Flame Wake. Just hard cast a Flame Wake, see what they do. Alright, it's a No More Lies, sure. This means next turn, we can flail and Tursa. And hopefully resolve at least one of them. And hopefully get rid of these extra lands. And maybe make the Makos very big. Found it passes. Oh, and a monument. Ooh. Okay, so let's start with the flail. See if that draws a response. No. Then let's play the Verge. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, we're gonna try Merfolk after this game. This is our last match with this game, and then we're gonna switch. Kona they added 1 mana to, so it's 5 mana now in Alchemy instead of 4. But its text is the same. We gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta try. And, wow, okay. Aang's Iceberg to go after the flail. Alright, shark you for 2, down to 13. Bout it, adapts. So many. Is Aang's Iceberg like a card people are playing now? Hey, what's up, Terry? How are you? I like that. Ooh, wow, okay. Okay, we got him to tap down. Well, it's Tursa. Discard Multiversal Passage. I think we keep the flail. We draw Moonshadow. Draw a card. Trigger the sharks. Play a flail. Discard a Moonshadow. Drain you for 3 down to 10. Do we just keep going? So I block here. Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we discard? All we're getting is 2. Not worth it, right? We're only getting +2 damage. Do we even attack here? We have to attack, right? I think we have to attack. We attack and hit you to 4? And lose the Mako? I think we're just going to do it anyway. Alright, opponent down to 4. Down to 4! Untaps! You would put it on Tursa and just attacked with Tursa? Tursa still couldn't get through the Riddler, right? About it. Looking at the flail. Looking at the Mako. Looking at the Tursa. Looking at the monument. Oh, man, we're so close. We're so close. Weren't they all 3/3? Oh, interesting. Weren't they all 3/3s anyway? What is our opponent going to bounce here? Monument, Flail, and then you have to not attack. Oh, we don't have a land. Oh, this is so... If we draw a land, we win. So we play Monument. All we need to do is hit a land here. We play the Flail. We discard a card. Put it on the Tursa. Land. Oh, Flame Wake. Okay, wait, that works. That works, because we can discard a card to make a treasure. And then we get back to Flame Wake. So discard a card. Wow. Discard the Flame Wake. Wow. Flame Wake also does it. Make a treasure. Discard the Crimson Pulse. Drain ya. Go to combat. Get back the Flame Wake like a Hollow One deck. Swing with the crew. And we took it down. Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta say, beating pros like it's literally Tuesday. I gotta say, if you're looking for something different to try in Standard, this deck is sweet. This deck is super cool. This deck is super fun. It's super fun. This is the first time I played it, and it might be one of my new favorite decks in Standard. The Flail just adds so many cool lines, and it's so cool to see it actually working. I feel like this deck... Is this deck budget? Man, that was a cool game. Cool game against a very good player. Oh yeah, we got to restart. Is this deck... I guess it's not that. I mean, it's budget based on Standard prices. It's only almost $400. Which is a lot less than some decks, but yeah, it's not that cheap. All right, chat, avert your eyes, and then we're gonna try some Merfolk. We are gonna try some We're gonna try some Merfolking. Let's see. My eyes. I know it's getting full. It's not even spoiler season. So I don't even have a good excuse. I lost the Swagavan image when I switched computers. Now it's the default image. I gotta get another one. I also haven't figured out who to replace Vivi on the dartboard with. Although I did. I don't know if I can just see. I did finish painting my office over the weekend. You can see this wall over here. It used to be black. Now it's nicely painted. Vivi on the dartboard. Got to figure out what to change that into. But yeah, it was like 16 degrees this weekend, so I stayed in and did some painting, and then I watched the Super Bowl and did a bunch of drafts. And lost a lot of them. Was this a trick? Was this a trick to get us to log out so we can never get back in? Badger Mode Cup might be worth it. Folder? What's a folder? What is this? Sorcery. Sorcery, I say. Sorcery. Oh, they finally did the bannings. So these bannings, so people are just asking about the bannings. I don't know how many of you play Historic or care about Historic. Ajani, I think, is just a mistake card. It's just they went too far. It was Modern Horizons. They went too far. It's too much value. It's too easy to flip. It's too easy to win with. Honestly, I'm not even sure it's the right power level for Modern, let alone Historic. So Ajani getting banned with Energy being the top deck makes a huge amount of sense. All these cards still playable in Timeless, yes. So you can still play them in Timeless, you just can't play them in Historic. Crop Rotation, I'm surprised they even put this in Historic to begin with, but especially with Lotus Field, Dark Depth Shenanigans, too good. Eldrazi Temple, Eldrazi basically made me quit the format because because for some reason Wizards decided to put like modern Eldrazi into the format, but you can't play any way to interact with it, and it just was really not fun. So I'm glad they decided to change that up by not only banning Eldrazi Temple, but unbanning Magus of the Moon and the blue Magus of the Moon. And then Scholar of the Lost Trove, this was mostly an issue for Best of One. But in Best of One, there really is a turn 2 kill deck where if you can just like Faithless Looting this on turn 1, you animate Scholar, you cast an Emergent Ultimatum or whatever, you win the game on turn 2. So getting rid of that, I think, also made sense. So I like all of those bannings. Necro and Timeless. I don't know. How do you feel about Necro and Timeless? Necro and Timeless being restricted, I get it. On the other hand, I probably, honestly, really, truly might have considered Dark Ritual. Like, I'm not sure that Necro is a broken... Like, yeah, Necro is a broken card. But in Timeless, I'm not sure that the problematic card is Necro, or if the problematic card is actually Dark Ritual letting you Necro on turn 1. But still, I mean, it's only restricted, so you can still play it. It's not gone forever. If the Bills fail to win the Super Bowl next year, you can't put Brandon Bean's face on the dartboard. Yeah, I might have to. I'm excited. We have a Necro deck. All right, we're gonna try this Merfolk deck. I mean, this is Merfolk. Why play Merfolk? I mean, there's some cool shenanigans. You get Deeproot Pilgrimage, that when a non-token Merfolk becomes tapped, you get a 1/1 hexproof Merfolk token. We have Looming class Frigate. We have Springleaf Drum. They can tap our Merfolk. Some of them tap themselves, like Wanderbrine Tapper, Mindspring Merfolk. And then we have stuff that untaps them. Deepway Navigator, Deep Channel Duelist. One card we don't have, and I'm not sure if we should be playing it or not, is Harmonic Convergence. I feel like it works really well in Merfolk, but it's so bad against removal because it's 6 mana. Like, if we can build a big Merfolk board, it's an insane way to put the game away because we just like cast it for free, draw a bunch of cards, untap all of our Merfolk anyway. But then it gets stuck in hand a lot, so I'm very on the fence. But we're gonna give this build a try. Power Cube is back. Any chance you play it? Yes, but not today. I would like to do a Power Cube run, but we're not gonna Power Cube today. We're gonna try the Merfolk for the rest of the stream today. But I will try to do one at some point. Although next week we're doing viewer battles, so I don't know exactly when, but I do want to get in a run at some point. You got some mythic wildcards? Mythic wildcards are always a pinch for me. Oh my god, it's so broken. Summon Leviathan. Yeah, Summon Leviathan, very strong. Very strong. It is 6 mana. But it can do kind of the Cyclonic Rift trick, right? Where you basically just bounce everything, swing, and win the game. The Hidasugu deck? I mean, wow, top 50. We go right from Hall of Famer to top 1500 Mythic. There might be some Hidasugu second right action that I've been working on. I feel like that card might actually be oddly effective. Like, no one expects Hidasugu second right. And if you don't expect it, it can kind of actually get you. Well, lads, play this land untapped. I guess we just get down. Yeah, let's get down the Silvergill Mentor, I think. Behold a Merfolk. Yeah, I wonder if Merfolk can actually work in this format. Let's get in. We're going to get in. If you want to trade your Momo, we'll accept it. Opponent down to 60. If you would like to sign up for viewer battles, it's pretty easy. All you need to do is either send me a whisper here on Twitch or an email at saffronella@mtggoldfish.com. Let me know your arena information and ideally what format you'd like to play, and I will add you to the list. Huh. This is not looking great. Because this shuts down artifacts, right? Yeah, huh. I mean, I think we're just dead. No, it's no Rakdos Monument, I'll say. Are you going to try some Historic? Yes, although I don't know if we're gonna try historic. Like, I was gonna play historic for today's stream. Oh, we're dead. I was gonna play historic for today's stream, but for some reason Wizards decided not to implement the bannings till 5 minutes ago. So I wasn't able to. Wow. Wait, did they? Oh my god. Why do we have so many opponents that are just throwing away their games? Like, if you just leave back blockers, don't we 100% lose? Like, maybe they must have just thought they had lethal. They forgot. In some cases, math is actually for attackers. This was one of those cases where math is not just for blockers. You needed to do a little attacking math. Our opponent did not do the math there. Math is not for mythic players. So yeah, I was gonna try to do some historic Magus in the Mooning, but yeah, they just updated it. So I don't think we're gonna get to it today, but we will do some historic to see the bannings. I mean, I gotta see. It's a great teaching arena zoomer format for Blood Moons, which I don't know if historic players are gonna know how to beat a Magus of the Moon. I feel like they're not. I feel like they're not going to know how to deal with it. So what do we want? Our opponent's playing Flyers? Jeskai self-bounced Flyers, essentially. Clarion Conqueror is pretty obnoxious. Wait, we have a Wanderwine Preacher. Just like limited. Sometimes you got to gain some life. Well, Get Lost. I think Get Lost is going to come in. Springleaf Drum feels pretty bad now that we see they're playing a bunch of Clarion Conquerors. So that comes in. Man, we might have to go on the Frigate too. Maybe we go 2 split ups. Let's try something like that. Yeah, it was 1 life. We were very close to being dead. Well, you're facing noobs. The really good players are in the top 10. I mean, I guess that is potentially. I don't know. Nassif was not even ranked, and Nassif's like Hall of Fame tier opponent. Moment. Well, let's play us a untap land and Mindspring Merfolk. Yo. Yeah, the Merfolk art is pretty sweet. Roaring Furnace. All right, awkward. Well, play the land and yeah, I mean, I guess we just behold a Merfolk, Silver Gomenta, reveal the Flood Pits Drowner, pass the turn. How aggressive do you feel Commander should be about the BNR this year? Seems like they could really experiment this year. What would you like to see them experiment with, Badger? Like, experiment with like unbanning more stuff, banning more stuff. I don't really mind them being aggressive. I do expect them not to ban many cards. I think bannings are pretty unlikely. I expect unbannings. I think they're in an unbanning kind of mood. Man, we cannot hit lands with this deck. Well, let's play the Deeproot Pilgrimage. Get in with a Mentor. Get a token. Fauna goes to 14. Would I adopt a Lemur? I kind of imagine they just pee on everything for some reason. I don't know. I watched, remember Archer? And there was, what, an Ocelot? Someone had an Ocelot and it just peed on everything. I imagine that, as cute as Momo is, I don't know if having a Lemur as a pet would actually be that enjoyable of an experience. I kind of think it might actually be the exact opposite of a very enjoyable experience. Now let's get in, attack. Make a token. Life would be so much easier if we actually had mana. Play the Deepway Navigator. Untap stuff. Hit you to 11. I mean, I guess our opponent Also was pinched on lands, not anymore. Roaring Furnace returns. So opponent hits the land they rob. Well, that's bad news. And opponent, Storm Chaser's Talent. Gonna get in and hit us. We do not draw a land. Well, play the Deep Channel Duelist. Attack for 4. I don't know. Our opponent might find a way to not win this game. It's possible. Opponent, Frost. Okay. Swing out, opponent. Swing out and be 1 short. Swing out and be 1 short. Our opponent's actually doing the math this time. They're thinking. They're actually thinking this time. 3, 6, so we have to block. Yeah, that's gonna leave us. Now we're gonna actually be exactly 1 point of damage short because we never drew a land. I guess even 1 more because we don't have enough creatures. Yeah. Well, not drawing land's kind of brutal. I want to see more unbannings. I want Emrakul back. Huh? Wait, why do you want Emrakul back? My issue with Emrakul is this. Here's my issue with Emrakul and Commander. And maybe your experience with Annihilator is different, but my experience... Wait. Am I dumb? Could I not have blocked with the Lord? I don't know. Maybe I punted it. For some reason, I thought that was the only thing we had to block with. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna watch the Magic stream today. Although, if anyone wants to, you are welcome to. We gotta throw one back for our opponent. So here's my issue with Annihilator. Annihilator, my problem is, it mostly just kills 1 person. Like, and it's just not a good experience. Like, if you're the 1 person that the Annihilator player decides to attack, you basically just lose the game, and there's not much you can do about it. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I don't get to play Magic today. That sucks. So I think that's kind of the biggest issue I have with it. Is it's just so lopsided. You know, the experience where you have like 1 person that gets killed early and just has to sit there for an hour or 2 while everyone else plays. Emrakul's very good at creating those situations, and I don't think that's a play experience that is actually enjoyable for most people. That's also kind of the issue with... Huh. I mean, I guess we can just do this. Why, we have the chance, draw a card, copy that. So make some more Merfolk. Get in with the Mentor. Opponent's gonna trade. That's the turn. Kenneth's Touches. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that is also basically the issue with Iona. Iona also does something kind of similar, or has the potential to do something kind of similar, where more or less just like hard wrecks 1 person. Found it. Land. Storm Chaser's Talent. Gets it. Down to 17. Huh. How many lands are we? Maybe we're just not playing enough lands. Well, it's Mind Spring Merfolk. Make a token. Draw a land. Okay, we find the land. Put it on Merfolk. Grow the Dorks. Get in, hit ya. Opponent gonna trade. Down to 14. All right. Come on. Nothing big. No Quantum Riddlers. No hasty Riddlers. Opponent. Untap land down to 12. Pixie. Gonna pick up the Storm Chaser's Talent. Gonna replay the Storm Chaser's Talent. And a hasty Riddler. Well, here they come. And another Pixie. Opponent runs them all out. Picks them all up. Hits us to 9. I'll play the land. Play the Duelist. Swing with everything. An opponent scoops it up. Opponent scoops it up. Oh yeah, I could get the Merfolk deck list. That actually worked. I was not thinking we were gonna win that one. I was thinking we were definitely not gonna win that one. Okay, well, sometimes you can chump block with your Lord and still win the match. Thank you, Magic Gods. Merfolk, yeah, Merfolk actually did well there. I've been having some luck in standard best of 1 with Finn the Fangbearer deck with Death Touch, wondering how to improve it for best of 1 and upgrade it for best of 3. Ooh. All right, so Finn Death Touch. So if you don't know Finn gives all your Death Touchers, your opponent gets 2 poison counters when they deal damage. So essentially, you need 5 hits with a Death Toucher with a Finn out to win the game. This actually looks like a pretty reasonable take. Like, there's good Death Touch creatures, got good removal. I think the biggest issue with Finn, especially in Standard, where it's the only card that gives poison counters, is there's no backup. So, and I think this deck does a pretty decent job with, like, Quasari Revenant, Preacher of the Schism, of having a way that you can theoretically win, like, kind of a janky Golgari deck if you don't have Finn. But that's the biggest problem. I really wish if there were one other Finn, so you could play 8 copies of Finn rather than 4, I think this deck would be much more consistent. So the concern is always, if you don't draw a Finn, or if it just dies, can you have a good backup plan? And I think this looks reasonable. Sideboard-wise, it's kind of the same basic stuff. I think I'd be looking at Duresses to be able to protect my combo pieces, to pick apart the combo decks. I'd be looking at Artifact and Enchantment removal to deal with Artist Talent, Monument to Endurance, stuff like that. So, I don't know, Heritage Reclamation, maybe. I don't know if there's a Death Touching creature that could do it. I don't think so, but I don't know, maybe there's some limited random Death Touch creature that'd be even better. But something that blows up artifacts and enchantments. Probably something that deals with the bigger creatures. Maybe some more, I don't know, more the ends, more shoot the sheriffs. I would definitely play some hexes for Badger Molekup, Reckoning hexes, but basically some Duresses, Graveyard Hate, maybe Soul Guide Lantern, Artifact and Enchantment removal, Badger Molekup removal, and then if you want to play like a Vivian, maybe some sort of card advantage engine for control. Vivian's like often a go-to in Golgari. I think that's what I'd be looking for. So ways to kill Badger Molekup, Reckoning Hex, Graveyard Hate for Superior Spider-Man and Lessons, probably Soul Guide Lantern. Artifact and Enchantment Hate is kind of a catch-all, something to draw cards or generate value, like Unholy Annex or Vivian for the control matchups, and then you're pretty much good to go. Like, throw in a couple of your pet cards and you're off to the races. Well, let me see Chaos Factory. Oh, Formidable Speaker could be. Oh, Formidable Speaker. I actually really like that idea. That almost is getting to play 8 Finns. Ooh, Downey's cool. It would require going into a whole nother color. But Downey would double trigger Finn. So then you'd only need 2.5 Death Touching attacks to win the game. What is Hull Carver? Oh, that thing. Unstable Glyph Bridge. I thought Unstable Glyph Bridge was gonna be good. Not quite good enough. I've tried. I wanted to give you my deck a try, but instead I'll show it off for viewer battles. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited. Yeah, viewer battles next week. Sign up if you want. I mean, you can also try to sign up day of. You just end up at the bottom of the list. Which means usually day of signups don't end up getting to play, because usually there's enough people that sign up ahead of time. Are you trying the new Doran? So, I played it for Commander Clash. I haven't played it in Standard yet. I considered trying to play it in something like the Tree Folk deck that we played, the Effin' Tree Folk deck. I considered trying to play it there. The colors were a little bit too clunky, so it didn't work, but that would be the kind of shell that I think would be sweet in. So I'm still interested in Doran. I'm just not sure exactly what we're doing with it yet. So opponent, control A. Seems like a dirty control player to me. Well, let's play the land, pass the turn. We probably just flash in this Flood Pits Drowner. Oh, they're a flash player. I see. I see. Well, yeah, let's flash in the Flood Pits Drowner. Tap it down. If you'd like to counter it, you can counter it. All right. Malcolm dealt with. I want to build my infinite. Is it a infinite Cranko deck for viewer battles? Is it a Cauldron deck, Chaos Factor? I've been thinking about trying to build a Cranko Goblin deck with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, because I think you can make a ridiculous. Man, this deck is so bad at hitting its land drops. It's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing that we're just like mana screwed every game. I guess we show him the Navigator. All right, how about a Silver Gilmentor? Why does each Merfolk look so different than each other? I mean, Merfolk are just like people, right? Most people look different from each other. Merfolk, this one, I guess it's also the artist. Like, the RKF art is very RKF art. Man, still not a land. Good lord. Good lord. All right, well, we will pass the turn. Yeah, I know we were running. So I mean, we won our first game with the deck, so we've been overcoming the magic gods, but it's getting tougher and tougher. Opponent gets in, hits us, loots, discards, and all right, play the Navigator. So at least we do something with our 2 mana. Land. Jeez. All right, how about a lord? What are I playing? Like 5 lands in this deck? 5 land Merfolk? Found it. Egg. All right, well, we will pass. Magic gods. Magic gods. Wait, do you think spamming the emo is more? Oh, we gotta look for the. We gotta look for the cart. We gotta look for the cart. So if we see the board that has the Cabbage Merchant's cart, if we click the cart until it breaks, we get a free cabbage pet. I forgot I'm supposed to be on the lookout. Yeah, I think we're probably just too far behind to realistically get back. Like, one of the downsides of Modern Magic is you miss a land drop or two and it's over. It's just over. About it. Gets in. Favorite commercial from the Super Bowl, if you watched. So I did have so I went to a Super Bowl thing. We were watching the Super Bowl. There's also talking to people and stuff. So I didn't watch it that closely. So I missed a lot of the commercials. Were there any that were really that good? There was one I remember. I don't even remember what it was for. But it was just like text on screen. It looked like a YouTube meta thumb. You know how the YouTube thumb meta? People like the plain color background with like a couple of big words and maybe like a picture. It almost looked like that, but then it was just like text on screen. I don't even remember what it was for. Yeah, lots of AI ads. I did notice that. I saw the Budweiser ad with Freebird, which it kind of made me laugh because it was just like, I don't know. It was, to me, it felt like it was just trying so hard to be some like stereotypical view of what an American is. It was just like, it seemed like it was trying so hard, so hard. So that one made me laugh a little bit. Lots of AI. Oh, the Duncan ad was, I did see that one too, with the Goodwill Hunting spoof. Oh, there was another one that was kind of like that I thought was kind of funny. It was like, it was with Sweet Caroline, Sweet Sandwich Time or something. Dun dun dun. I just think it's funny because that song's so iconic that when anyone hears it, they do the dun dun dun, Sweet Caroline, dun dun dun. Yeah, a lot of them were very tryhardy. I heard the Shatner Raisin Bran one was actually good, but I didn't actually see it. Really, you don't like Sweet Caroline? I don't even really know. I don't even care about the song. I just think it's funny to see people in stadiums do it. People just love it. It's like a very good stadium song. It does bother me how it's so good, so good, so good. Somehow came around with that song though. Interesting. I didn't even know that. Wait, what are we playing against? I'm distracted by the Super Bowls. The actual game itself was, oh my god, probably one of my, other than the fact it was the Patriots losing, not one of my favorite Super Bowls to watch. It was just not a very entertaining game. I honestly wish that it was. I honestly wish that it was the Broncos with their backup quarterback. At least that would have been kind of entertaining. I think we just got to trust that we draw lands, right? We'll just bring in a little removal. I think the big issue is just like we gotta draw some lands. No, it was a pretty boring game to watch. Oh my god. It's still happening. Oh my god! No! Merfolk are cursed. They're, oh my, no! No! No, no way. Wait, how many games has it been that we've just been cursed by this deck? We might have to switch back to Monument just so we get to play Magic. As a Patriots fan, I was just amazed that we made the playoffs. Did not predict that before the season. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone expected the Patriots to have that good of a year. I will say, and I know I'm a bitter Bills fan, and the Patriots are kind of not my favorite team. I do think that they got kind of a little bit of high roll. It's like it's kind of the Magic equivalent of, seriously, the Magic equivalent of playing against a bunch of opponents that like mull to 5 and you like win a lot because of that. You still probably played really well, but I think also benefited from some variant stuff. Like they played against so many teams playing like backup quarterbacks and stuff. Weird year, but very I mean, I think the Patriots are actually going to end up being a decent team going forward. Like I think they got a good coach now. They got a good quarterback now. So I think the Patriots are going to be kind of legit for a while. How was All right, we gotta maybe there was a error with the import or something, and we don't have enough lands because this is getting mathematically. Yeah, it was. Oh, it was so funny. I was talking to my mother who watched the Super Bowl, and she doesn't really know football, and her big thing is she just felt so bad for the Patriots quarterback. She has a thing. She feels very bad for kickers. She feels like kickers are underappreciated. And like, she went on this rant about like how the guy would make a kick and none of his teammates would high five him. And that was really, really upsetting her. And then she was, that poor boy on the Patriots. They just kept hitting him. They just kept hitting that poor boy. His mother must have been so sad. His mother must have been so sad. That poor boy. Why would anyone say never? Well, so Cat Camp fan, I think the Patriots, I view them very differently now because, like, from when they were super great in like the dominant dynasty, their coach is gone, Tom Brady's gone, so they kind of like lost all the stuff that made them into a dynasty, and then they kind of sucked for a few years, but now they're like rebuilding. So I think they just rebuilded faster than we were expecting. Yeah, she cracks me up. She's very, very empathetic. I think it's partly because my little brother played sports, so she has been the mother watching her kid play sports on TV and probably thinking about how she feels, but she's so empathetic of like weird sports stuff. Like if a kicker misses or the quarterback getting sacked, makes her feel bad. Oh, she is. She very much is. My big little brother is still over in Japan until May, end of April, something like that. Their season ends. How many lands do we have? 22. I mean, our curve literally stops at 2. I think that's actually probably, I mean, it's a little greedy, but that's probably correct, right? For how low this curve is. And we have Springleaf drums. I don't know. So what is, okay. So a 22 lands, 60 cards, 22 lands, opening hand, the odds of, so 2 land openers. I mean, okay, so 2 to 3 lands is going to be the most common opening hand by like turn 3-ish. By turn 3-ish, 3 to 4 lands. I mean, number-wise, I think 22 actually seems like the correct number. So I think we're just hit a bad run of variance, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to test the command. I want to test Merfolk in general, but I kind of want to test the command because I feel like the sorcery speed commands are just not very good constructed cards, but I want to see me haha me hi moo. I don't know. Is it laugh? There you got one for free. You got one for free, Alex. I can't believe I said, hey, 3 lands. What is happening? What is happening? We're going to play Magic today. Hey, what's up? I'm Fox. Hugh, how are you? Hey, just want to ask if you could build a warp style combo deck with Tanic and Leyline Weaver, and the win con being the damage doubler from Foundations and Dragonhawk. I also play Clive in my version to find them, and Vibrance is good in the deck as well in the deck. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Heinz Fox. What does your list look like? Do you have it uploaded anyway? That sounds very cool. I like the idea. Let's play land past the turn. Do you have non-Merfolk blue mana? We do not have non-Merfolk blue mana currently, but thankfully, most of our deck is Merfolk anyway. Fairies? Deep Cavern Bat. Deep Cavern Bat. Dun dun dun. You gotta do the dun 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 chat. I didn't hear it. Alright, bone it. I thought Merfolk was going to be Harbinger Seas in Historic. They finally updated the ban list, so we're gonna be able to try that soon. There we go. Thank you, Cat Cam fan. I appreciate it. What do we do now? So if we play this, I mean, I guess we just, actually, maybe this is just better. No. Oh, we still have, yeah, not having non-Merfolk blue mana is kind of annoying on second thought. So let's play the Springleaf Drum. So we're not going to get a token this turn, which is awkward. I feel like this should be a kindred enchantment. If this was printed in Lorwyn Eclipse, it would be kindred. I feel like this is about as kindred-y as an enchantment can be without actually being kindred. Well, let's play this frigate. Play the frigate and pass the turn. This is not during your turn, right? Okay, it is not. All right, pass the turn. Opponent untapped. I feel like we're getting there now. I feel like things. Yes, 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 yes. Please, blow up that Agadia. You don't want to copying something, opponent. That would be horrible. Oh, they're gonna just main phase it. Interesting. All right, so tap that, make a token. Run out of Flood Pits Drowner. Tap down the Flitterwing Nuisance. And opponent, you can get in and draw a card. That is allowed. We will just chum. Down to 18. Opponent gains a life, draws a card. But we have another Pilgrim. Ooh, there's white mana. Yeah, I think we shock. Play the Pilgrimage. Go to combat, hit ya. And then, yeah, I think we start crewing up this frigate. Makes a Merfolk. Agadia. Makes a Merfolk. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna make them use their demolition field to pull up this Agadia, which is not even good in our deck. It is not even, wow, okay, Merfolk might be great now. Merfolk are kind of popping off now, actually. Okay, on second, it turns out if we draw more than 2 lands, this deck actually is kind of sweet. It turns out drawing only 2 lands was the big issue. Opponent getting in, hitting us, down to 13. We also have not gotten Kaido, which is nice. What are the odds we get away? What are the odds we get away with this? There's got to be 0, right? There's no way. Well, actually, all right. First, go to combat. Hit you with the Flood Pits Drowners. And I guess some Merfolk. All right, yeah. Hit you with a bunch of stuff. We're gonna get in there. Wow, opponent's gonna run out an Enduring Curiosity. Interesting. Gonna bounce a Flood Pits Drowner. So let's tap it so we get some tokens. Opponent goes to 4. But now we can Agadia. Tap the Flood Pits Drowner. Play the land. Activate Agadia. Tap in the copy the frigate. Station it. And yeah, just pass. All right, opponent. Kill us if you can. Show us the wrath. An opponent does not have the wrath. An opponent scoops it up. Yeah, I think full swing there actually made the most sense. Commander decks with only 4 syllables and 3-syllable cards to be Sweet Caroline and the but. All right, I might have to try to build that. Do you have any good ideas for Commander Clash themes? Do you guys think they will ever do a Star Wars Universes Beyond? I'm kind of shocked we haven't had Star Wars yet. I mean, assuming they can get the rights, I don't know how tough Disney is at handing out Star Wars rights. Assuming they can get the rights, I would say the answer is yes. I think you can only do so much of the same theme. And we just had Edge of Eternities to break the ice for Star Trek. We got Star Trek coming up this year. I would expect that the answer would be yes, but I don't think you can do like Star Wars and Star Trek in the same year. I think you got to space out. Like, we already have complaints about too many Universes Beyond sets in a year. I don't think people would be very excited about 2 Universes Beyond space theme sets that were close together. So I would think a year or two, maybe 2027, 2028, I would not be at all surprised. Are there any more big Star Wars movies coming out? That would be the other thing. More and more, we're seeing Universes Beyond stuff line up with launches of products, TV shows, movies. Ooh, Spaceball Secret Lair would actually be kind of hilarious. Are there any big Star Wars movies on the horizon? Because if there is, I would guess it would be around then. I'd imagine a Game of Thrones UB. Game of Thrones UB, I think I would actually actually kind of get behind. I think that would actually, like, as far as adjacency, how close it is to traditional Magic sets, I feel like that is about as close as it gets. Like, it's kind of perfect in that sense, right? It has basically everything. Basically everything that you'd want from a Magic set. You got a bunch of dragons, you got swords and knights, like it writes itself. That is a very easy one. What's the least magical power plane in Magic? Because Westeros would be similar to that. I mean, we've had some planes that aren't very magical. That they're more like, I feel like knights fighting, dragons fighting. To me, that seems very, very high fantasy, traditional Magic. What was the one? Oh, I haven't seen Mega Magikarp today. What was the one I don't know if anyone remembers. It was like last stream. We looked at an image, and it was an image of some game that he was wondering if it would be a good Universes Beyond crossover. And then I've heard rumors that they're actually gonna do it. Hey, Autism Gaming, how are you? Good to see you. Wasn't the Western plane less magical? So my take is that Magic planes don't really need to be magical. I think what Magic planes need to be is, maybe there's a better word for this, but fantastical has been the word I've been going with. Like, it needs to just be not everyday modern life. It needs to be something different, something stranger, whatever. I feel like that's what we really need. It doesn't have to be magic in the sense that you're casting spells and wizards necessarily, but it just has to be something that's fantastical and different than what we're used to seeing when we wake up every morning and go to our jobs and go out to dinner or whatever we do. Like, yeah, not even fictional though, because like fictional can be, you could write a fictional story that is modern everyday life in New York City. There's, I'm sure, tons of fictional books that are just showing hot dog carts and people eating pizza, but it's got to be more whimsical. Maybe whimsical, it would be a better word. I don't know, something along those lines. No hot dog carts and pizza, yeah. Glenelander Guardian. All right, sure. Yeah, I guess long commute. Unfortunately, that's because I drew pay the rent for the first of the month. And then I gotta go to the doctor with an ear infection. Wizards. How about a Lumen class frigate? How do we feel about that? Spell snare. Okay, opponent. Well, remember when I was complaining about the fact that we never drew lands with this deck? I take it all back. I take back every single complaint about it. Land. Oh, what is, okay, I don't know if you saw this announcement. Mark Rosewater announced it. At MagicCon Vegas this year, they're selling a secret lair of a non-Magic game that that Mark Rosewater apparently made. I was curious if anyone had any theories, ideas. Man, we have done the opposite of not draw lands this game. Literally the opposite, which is draw every land. Opponent untaps. Any ideas what that might be? I think conflict is also important. I don't think it has to be like, I don't think it necessarily has to be fighting conflict necessarily. Like, what was the conflict in like Eldraine? I guess there's knights in Eldraine. But like Eldraine, I think, is very whimsical and fantastical. I don't even know if it's magical, a lot of it, in the wizard casting spell sense. But it felt very magic-y to me. I think Eldraine... My god, this deck. Okay, we've drawn every land in existence. Pass the turn. How does Reckoning Hex compare to Cut Down? Very similar. I think Cut Down is probably slightly better, but they're very, 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 very playable, both of them in their formats. I think as far as like the amount of play a card's going to see in a format, I think that Reckoning Hex is essentially the same thing for this standard that Cut Down was for its standard. But if both existed in the format, I think people would play. Cut Down before they played Hex. Yeah, I mean, maybe the concept's just fantasy, but the only problem I have with describing it like that is if you say, I think Magic sets all have to be fantasy, I think a lot of people take that to mean high fantasy, and I don't actually really feel that way. I don't feel like Magic has to be, you know, just the dragons and knights and elves and wizards, like the traditional high fantasy stuff. I think Duskmourn's a really cool plane, and that's very far away from high fantasy. So I think that is a good description, but I'm not sure in a casual conversation if people would understand what that means, or if they just take it to mean, oh, I want everything to mean, you know, wizards, dragons, like traditional high fantasy stuff. Whatever happened to Hexing Squelcher? Remember the freak out about Hexing Squelcher? I have not seen that card hardly at all. I have not seen it hardly at all. Ooh, modern Merfolk with some Boil action. Oh, it does feel good to get people with Boil. Just right. We need cards like Boil on Arena. That we can play Harbinger of Season, Historic, and just get them. So turn everything into an island and then blow up all the islands. Quicksilver Fountain. Quicksilver Fountain's such a cool card. It's such a cool card. I love that card. It's like such a weird design. I feel like I don't even make cards like this anymore. They don't even really make cards like Quicksilver Fountain. The early days of Magic were so wild. That's part of the reason I'm so happy that we're doing the bracket with all these old decks is I'm hoping some people get to see decks they've never even seen before. Wait, in the rank commander queue, someone actually was doing some squelching? Some hexen squelching? Alright, this hand actually seems fine. This might be famous last words, as we never draw another land again and die brutally, but assuming that doesn't happen, yeah, let's just go white, untapped, tapper, go. Yeah, Fairies is like an add-on to Dimir. Fairies is actually very good. It's still a little like hybrid-y to some extent. Oh, well, okay. I mean, Cavern on Merfolk seems kind of reasonable. Cavern on Merfolk, and we will just... Yeah, I think we just pass. I don't think we want to chump attack into a Flitterwing. Hexing Squelcher and 8-Whack. I could see playing in the sideboard at least. I think it might be too slow for the main deck, but I think as a sideboard card it seems good. Well, let's run out a Deep Way Navigator. Oh, about it. Ooh, Pilgrimage. Pilgrimage. Well, let's go to combat. Come on, kill it. You know you gotta kill it. You know you gotta kill it, opponent. You know you gotta kill it. Let's get in. Yeah, I guess we get in with both. Let's get in with both. We want to get down this Pilgrimage. All right. Gonna Hex the Trapper. Take the beats. Well, let's play the Pilgrimage. No, you have Spell Snare? Ah, that is... Oh, they have a Null. Okay, similar. That is brutal. Well, play the Mindspring Merfolk. Pass the turd. I haven't seen the Cabbage Cart. I haven't actually found the Cabbage Cart to be able to do it. Apparently it was a few days ago, according to the internets. Well... Oh, we can't even Cavern. That's awkward. Well, let's draw a card, copy Navigator. Ah, there's a land. All right, now it's our opponent's turn to be a little bit stuck on mana. Get in, hit ya. Found it. Down to 14. Mindspring Merfolk's it already. Opponent going to duress or get lost. Sure. Opponent hits us down to 14. Well, and that, oh boy. Mindspring Merfolk for 3. Not bad. Refuel a bit. Hit ya. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, Merfolk. I mean, when your opponent gets stuck on 2 lands, Merfolk kind of busted. Oh, let me see, Einfox. Bring the pain from space. So plan seems to be ramp to get to Tanic. Tanic, for 3 mana, can put artifacts or red creatures, warp them into play with haste. So then you can warp Dragonhawk, Twin Flame Tyrant, and then probably... Is Dragonhawk, it is damage. Oh, so you probably just win the game. Like, if you can warp both of those in the same turn, you just win. Badger Mole helps speed things up. Nature's Rhythm digs, as does Commune. Carnosaur for removal. Clive for refueling. That looks sweet. I really like that, Einfox. I've been thinking about playing a Clive deck. I might actually have to save that one and give it a try. Best way is to start a bot game. Should we do it for science? Should we do it for science? All right, let's do one more Merfolk game. See if it's the hot dog car. If not, maybe we see if we can hot dog car with Sparky, because I do want to see if it still works 100%. Cabbage cart? No cabbage cart. I mean, this hand has lands. Oh boy. All right, well. We're doing that, are we, opponent? Some Ley Line of Resonance action. Opponent, planes, and there's a Slick Shot show off. Well, we're going to play planes, and we're going to play Mindstring Merfolk, and I think we actually just have to stay on defense so we can tap down this Slick Shot. Opponent, land untapped. Nova Hellkite. Well, okay, well, that's awkward. That is awkward. We will tap it down, but we lose our tapper. Not great. So Slick Shot's coming. We might just be dead. Oh, another one. It's another one. So Deep Channel Duelist. Untap land. Another Trapper. Hit ya. All right, do we die right now is the question. Do we die right this second? If we get to untap with our Trapper, we can defend against the Slick Shot, and we might be okay. If we die right now, none of that's going to happen. If you do, I'd be happy for 2 reasons. One being I'm an MTG Goldfish, and well, thank you, Einfox. The second being the reason being my dad watches you since your channel started, and I could express to him that you're playing a weird deck. Oh, that would be super cool. Well, if you see your dad, Einfox, tell him I said hello, and thank you for watching. Oh no, I mean, Einfox, English is my first language, and I do not speak it perfect, so never apologize for that. I do not expect... English is in my experience, a tough language. I grew up speaking English my whole life, and I speak it poorly, so I do not expect someone who did not... Wow. Jeez. All right, opponent. 5-card combo. Gets it done. Could we have played that differently? Is there any way... Not really, right? Like, if we had gotten the Lord down, it would buff the Trapper enough that it wouldn't have died to Nova Hellkite, and the Trapper means we don't lose to Slick Shot show off. But I don't think there was a way we could realistically do that. All right. Well, get lost in. Authority of the Consoles in. Is it time? Is it time for the Wanderbrine Preacher? I don't even think Preacher really saves us. Gaining 2 life a couple of times, I don't think is going to save us from... is going to save us from the smacking. So. Go down a couple Mockingbirds. Got a 1/6 command. I could also see just Spell Snares. Spell Snares also get Slick Shot. Yeah, let's try 2. Let's try 2 Spell Snares. Run it like that. All right. On to game number 2. Maybe they just don't have a lane line, and that would make life way easier. So another reminder. Next stream, gonna be viewer battles. I just wanted to check and see if you got my message joining viewer battles. Yes, Badger, I got your whisper. If you've messaged me, I've got it. Not gonna try to respond to everyone live on stream, but I will respond once I add everyone to the list after the stream. So I'll get back to you. But yes, I have a bunch of messages from people, so I do see them there. Well, play the land. If we die, we die. We gotta buff this. We gotta buff this. This gets it out of Nova Hellkite range. If they just have enough pump spells to kill us with a Hired Claw turn 2, then I guess we accept our death. Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of the Trapper. Okay. Not optimal. Opponent hits us to 15. Now let's play a Trapper. Play the Verge. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Nova Hellkite. Pings for 1. Sure. I mean, I think this is actually worth it. It's going to come back anyway, so I think we just get rid of it. We draw Sig. What does Sig mean? I guess probably nothing. Let's just play this. Play this on blue tapped. Pass the turn. Every time I see Leyline, I get sad because I have 24 of them in standard, no way to animate them. I know, isn't it kind of weird? I wish it would be sweet if we had something like the actual Leyline deck in Legacy, where you just like play a bunch of Leylines and turn them all into creatures. That'd be really cool. Wow, opponent. The double whiff. Opponent gonna go to combat. Opponent going to attack. And ping for 1. Well, we're gonna play a Navigator. And see if we die. We will block with the Navigator. Reckless Ransacking. Okay. Gonna make some treasures. And pumps. Alright, sure. I mean, that was a very fancy removal spell for a 2-drop, essentially. Ugh. Well, let's play Sig. Get in, draw a card. Oh, there's a... Alright, Deep-Root Pilgrimage. Station it. Okay, pass the turn. I mean, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We got the Pilgrimage down. Opponent, Emberheart Challenger, gets in. Pings us. Pumps. Well, I mean, we're going to block. Down to 11. Ooh, Mindspring Merfolk. Well, let's flip the Sig. Get protection. Play the Mindspring Merfolk. Play the... do we play the land? I think we play the land. Tap the Mindspring. And pass the turn. Land for our opponent. I mean, we can tap something down to make multiple Merfolk tokens. Okay, there's the Slick Shot. So, Tap this down. Make the Merfolk pay the ward. About it. I mean, opponent is at 35, so it's going to take a minute to kill them. But where Deep Root Pilgrimage can kind of pop off. Oh man, Authority is actually an insanely good draw here. I think we decline. We play Authority of the Consuls to slow down the Slick Shot show off. This turns into a 3/5 flying lifelink. I'll tap you. Tap you. Turn on the frigate. Hit ya. Gain back some life. Pass the turd. Okay. Okay, things are looking up. Opponent lands. Slick Shot. Gonna be a little bit tapped. We gain a life. Tap down the Hired Claw. Pay the ward. I think the tide might have turned. The tide may have turned. We make another Merfolk. We pay the ward. Opponent passes. Well, let's decline. Play the land on Merfolk. I think we even stay on defense. Let's just pass. Let's just pass, see what happens. Opponent untaps. They do have a Slick Shot note, which is scary. I mean, we are going to draw cards. Hopefully this turn during our opponent's turn. The question is, do we also trap her? And I think we do. I think we trap her the Slick Shot. Tap the Sig. Make some Merfolk. And then Mindsprig for 3. Makes a more Merfolk. Oh, wait, do we win now? So flip the Sig. Target the frigate. Go to combat. Hit ya. We don't win this turn. There's too much life for us to win this turn. Hit ya. Hell, let's play a Mentor. Behold a Sig. Mindspring Merfolk. Deep Channel Duelist. Alright, that's what we got, opponent. Here go. Next turn, I think we actually do kill you. I haven't played Dimir Control. Not recently. I think the new builds of Dimir Control are pretty cool, though. Opponent's going to Helix our face and scoop it up. Okay. I mean, that was pretty good. What are the coolest Merfolk commanders? So, Merfolk, I think the most popular ones are actually going to be some of the ones from Lorwyn Eclipsed. But from older commanders, Sevulin is very powerful, but is kind of boring. Same Emperor Mahid II. If you like playing Merfolk off the top of your deck, this is the commander for that. It's funny that like every tribe gets one of these now. That's a very popular design that like every set, it seems like it's something can play something off the top of their deck. My favorite. I don't know what is the coolest Merfolk commander. I don't have a very big attachment to any Merfolk commander. I honestly haven't played much Merfolk in Commander even. Hawkball. Hawkball is very popular. That is the #1 by a huge margin. Beginning combat on your turn, each Merfolk creature you control explores. And then when it attacks you, put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, you draw a card. Very, very Simic-y. Orvar's cool. I feel like Namor is actually going to be kind of an interesting Merfolk commander. The free Merfolk as you cast your spells are actually kind of cool. Shout out to your Mono Blue Flash deck. I love it a lot. What cards do you recommend to upgrade it further? Probably the Avatar Land, but what are the other cards? So the Avatar Land I think would be good. One card that I mentioned in the wrap-up that I would definitely add to the deck, some number in the main and more in the sideboard probably, is Spell Snare. Spell Snare is a card I just kind of overlooked, honestly, and I think it's worth playing in the deck. Other cards I'd be interested in, Washitong Librarian. I'd probably play maybe just one because it's legendary. Actually, I build a less budget friendly list, and the main upgrades I had were more Spider Senses in the sideboard. Stoic Sphinx, I think, is interesting in small numbers. Glenelg Under Guardian, worth considering in small numbers. Washitong, I think, very easy inclusion as like a one of. But it's legendary, so you probably don't want a ton more. Agniquella, I think in the mana base, is kind of free value with how the mana base is built. So those were the main cards I was interested in. This hand looks fine. Can we dodge a leyline for once? Looks like yes. All right, opponent. Inspiring Vantage. Well, let's get down a Trapper. Opponent. Ooh, Morphon. Morphon the catch-all. No matter what tribe you want to be, Morphon is there for you. Let's play Cavern on Merfolk. And let's play Springleaf Drum. Play another Trapper. I'm less worried about instantly dying without a leyline out. The leyline hands can be very scary, but without a leyline. All right, opponent's gonna Lightning Helix. Oh my god. Well, let's play land. Let's run out a Sig. Target the Trapper. Hit you with the Trapper. Draw. Oh, Silvergill Adept. Okay. Hell yeah, run out to Silvergill Adept. Apparently we're the aggro now, opponent. Your go. Do you think Waterbending Prison would be a good sideboard option for this deck? Ooh. That actually does seem like it could be cool. I actually do kind of like that idea. I think we do this. Yeah, let's flip the Sig. Give the Trapper protection. Play the land. Go to combat. How much do we swing with? I guess we definitely swing with everything, right? Because then we can flash this into untap everything and pump. Hit you to 11. Second Trapper. And we still have a Slick Shot covered. Wait, is this a win? Did all of our... An opponent scoops it up. Magic Stream ended. Nothing extra was said. That's what I kind of imagined. Well, I gotta say, all right, we're gonna see if we can find this hot dog cart real quick. I gotta say, both of our decks, outside of that brief stretch where we could not draw lands with the Merfolk deck, both of the decks actually felt pretty good today. The Rakdos Monument deck felt great. Like, oh, it felt so good. Would definitely recommend that deck if people want to try something different. And then Merfolk actually felt pretty good. All right, is there a hot dog cart? We just gotta see. This is our final challenge of the stream. Can we get keep? That's not a hot dog cart. I wonder what the odds are of getting the right board. So that's a Duskmourn board. Is it just random? Does anyone know? Oh, you're right. You are correct. That is definitely a mistake. Oh yeah, Remini for sure. Let me pull it up. No hot dog cart. Okay.
Let me show you just.
Did you actually get the cabbage? The cabbage pat or companion, whatever they call it now? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I think it's probably just a Noggle. I'd probably just do one Noggle the Mind Main, one side. Yeah, that seems reasonable. All right, Duskmorn again.
Friendly competition.
I actually like the spider sense in the main deck. I think it's actually very good. It's good protection, and sometimes picking up our own creature has value. Oh, it's picking up our own creature has value. So I think it's worth it. Come on, hot dog cart. Wait, no, cabbage cart, cabbage cart. Wait,
Rightio. Now let's
what if I click
play.
on? Okay, this is Eldraine. Apparently, oh, now it opens the door. See, now I feel like I just need to be clicking on things. And maybe if I click enough, I'll get something. It's not working though. All right.
Let's get moving.
Not working. Wait, I already have the cabbage? It's possible I already have it. Let me see. Do I have a cabbage? I don't see a cabbage. I don't think I have it. I don't see a cabbage there. Oh, maybe I'm just destined to not have a cabbage. Oh, check the mail. It would be funny if it was a coincidence and they actually just sent it to everyone in the mail. And there was also just some guy that was clicking his his cart and thought that was the reason that it happened. maybe that's the actual story here. Maybe it's an unrelated coincidence and everyone just got a free cabbage. No, I don't think so. Lorwyn alchemy packs and then announcements. Yeah. Huh. All right, we'll give it a couple more tries and then we're gonna have to call. We're gonna have to call it cabbage free. I wonder if there's a way I could narrow it down. So if there was like a block.
Rightio.
So that's what, Lorwyn? So if there's like a block constructed. If there's like a block constructed format, maybe we could control what board we got. I wonder if they'll ever sell. Oh man, I was gonna ask about this. Ooh, the blue Panharmonicon from Edge of Eternities. All right, I will see what I can do to get Starfield Vocalist into a deck. Do you think they're gonna add, like, explicitly add gambling to Arena? I know in some sense most of Magic is kind of gambling, right? Opening booster packs and all that is some form of gambling, but I saw recently that Hearthstone added straight up gambling where it's like you pay gold and you basically spin a wheel and you get some sort of
Competition.
cosmetic out of it. Maybe you get a new sleeve, maybe you get a companion. So basically another way to get money out of it. Yeah, no, this is against the bot, so I'm not putting another opponent through this. Against the bot, I think you can flag. I think you can scoop as much as you want to. I hope you can scoop as much as you want to against the bot. We're trying to get the... Okay, so here's the thing we're trying to do. So someone discovered an Easter egg in Arena. If you get the avatar board, there's a hot dog cart on the avatar board. I keep saying hot dog. There's a cabbage cart on the avatar board. So if you get the avatar board, there's a cart with the cabbages in it. If you click on the cart with the cabbages enough times, it'll break, and they will reward you with a pet, a companion of the cabbage. So where we have the Momo over there, we'd be able to have this like cabbage pet. I'm trying to see if it still works. People were talking about it on social media being a thing, and I talked about it in the podcast, but I haven't actually done it myself because I haven't gotten the board yet. And now I'm just trying to re-roll until I get the board, just so I can make sure that it actually works. I don't know if we get a Spider-Man board. See, we're not going to get that because we didn't even get Spider-Man art. I wonder if it's weighted towards the newest set. I feel like we've seen the Lorwyn and Eclipsed board the most. I bet it is. I bet it's actually weighted towards the newest set showing up more often. All right. Five more shots, and then we're going to call it. Five more. If we don't get in 5 more shots... I don't even like cabbages that much anyway, so I guess that's fair.
I'm ready to play.
Is there anything we can break here? There's some food up here. No, apparently not. All right, 1. 4 more tries. 4 more tries. Also, one more reminder. Oh, maybe you can get a warning for scooping too many times against Sparky. I mean, this is not ranked, right? So this shouldn't matter to anything. Wait, that was an avatar board?
I'm ready to
Where's
play.
the... Wait, is this... That thing moves. What board is this? The horses dance. Wait, did I actually mess it up? It was actually there? On the left of the... Did I look right past... Oh, no. Watch my arena count. Watch my arena count get suspended for this. Trying to get this stupid cabbage. Watch them actually be mad. End up getting banned for trying to get the friggin' cabbage against Sparky. Come on. All right. What is this board? Not it. That's a field. I don't see a cart. All right, go. We're just doing this. We're doing super fast now. Speed mode. We gotta. Since I punted, now we gotta do it. It took us like 10 times. Someone said it only took them 4 times. To the left of Sparky. All right. To the left of Sparky. I'm looking right at it. I mean, there's only 17 sets in standard. How long can it possibly take? There's only so many battlefields in existence. Oh, wait. Oh no, that's Dustmorn. I think. Looks like Dustmorn-ish. Is that even Dustmorn? I don't even think that is Dustmorn. Dustmorn adjacent. We gotta get the cabbage. We gotta get... Who was here? Man, this is a deep cut. Does anyone remember his stream? I think this was maybe even pre-arena era. But there was a brief moment when Nexus of Fate was worth like infinite money on Magic Online. It was worth like $300 or something because they only released it through treasure chests and the drop rate was super low. And we spent like, I don't know, most of his stream just opening treasure chests trying to chase Nexus of Fates. I think Tawnos was there and donated like some insane amount, like $500 or something, just to keep opening chests and opening chests. Trying to find a Nexus of Fate. I think we finally got one. I can't remember. I feel like we opened like 400 chests or something. Wait, that's not a cart, is it? This isn't it. No, there's a jump rope. Oh, haunted jump rope. All right, man, this isn't gonna happen. Dog Myth was there. Dog remembers. This was a long time ago. Oh, it's MKM. Okay. See, I'm bad at these boards. Maybe that should be the game. Can you name the arena board? Can you name the set? What's the nerdiest thing I know about Magic? Oh my god. The nerdiest thing I know about Magic.
I'm ready to play.
This isn't it, right? I know you're gonna get so mad if I click. This is not the... Okay. Now I'm paranoid that I'm going to click away from it because apparently I already missed it once. The nerdiest thing I know about Magic, I feel like I know so many. You got it? Oh, how many games did it take you, DMG? Probably way less than me. I feel like I've been doing this forever. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on. Cabbage Gods. Maybe I need to pray to the Cabbage Gods for this one. Come on, Cabbage Gods. Cabbage Gods. One time, Cabbage Gods. Ooh, no.
Looks like a good spot for some practice.
That's not it, right? No, those are books. That's MKM. Okay. That's a clue board. Click until the cart breaks. I feel like... Do you think Blake is watching? Maybe Worth? I feel like Worth is sitting there. Choosing which board. He knows we're trying. He knows that we're trying to get this cabbage, and it's just not going to let it happen. Probably because I tweeted something mean about Watsy one time. That's not it.
Just what you're capable of.
I know if it was a hot dog cart, then we'd be good. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of nerdy knowledge about Magic, but what is the nerdiest thing I know about Magic? I feel like I know so many, like, I feel like a lot of what I know about Magic is pretty nerdy. I'm very much a Magic nerd. Come on. Why always MKM? Not even a good set. Not even, I feel like mathematically, I might have to pull up the hypergeometric calculator. I feel like, mathematically speaking, we should not have gotten the MKM board that many times. Like, we're MKM flooding here, MKM board flooding. Oh, this distribution, it might be rigged. It might be rigged. I think they rigged it. Wait, no, that's
Like a
also
good
not
spot
it.
for practice.
What is this? What is that board? Oh, is that Tarkir Dragonstorm? That looks like, I don't know, Fallout or something. It's pure random. Oh, it's Outlaws. That makes sense. Okay, this is it. This is the one. This is the one. Cabbage Gods. Come on. Nope, that's not it. All right, five more, and then I'm giving up, and then we're not having the cabbages. We're back to that. All right, 5 more shots. It's gotta come. There's no way it should have taken this long. All right, 5 is an Avatar. Hello, Sparky. Hello, friend. This doesn't actually tank my MMR, does it?
It's a game.
Okay, that's not it. I mean, I think we should have gotten it twice by now. That is true. That is kind of my fault that I forgot to do it. I missed it the one time we actually did get it. So it should have been over a long time ago. Would it change your opinion of Flibblefip if it came to light he was in the Epstein files? I mean, that's why he's been lost. Doesn't want anyone to know what he's been up to.
I'm a planeswalker.
Wait, that thing. Oh, you can open the space door. Give me cabbages. Space. No cabbages in space. I mean, we're learning lots about these arena boards. There's lots of things you can click on that like sort of does things, but no cabbages. Oops, all ley lines. Ooh, maybe Aurora Awakener's the way to go. Man, I mean, that's actually a pretty good attempt at it. With the Badger Moles and the Bloom Tenders. I was gonna say the problem is the finishers are so expensive, the like mirror forms and doppelgangs, but maybe it'd still work with the Badger Moles. Oh, that's not a cart. That's Wilds of Eldraine. That's like Toad from Mario. I don't think there's any place that you can choose I've never seen choose a board as an option. Although I'm kind of surprised it's not, because I would assume that would be something that Wizards could sell us, right? They could sell you boards as a cosmetic if you could choose them. Like, you know, who would buy them if they're random? Because then you couldn't even use them. It's the same board twice in a row. No, that's not even. That can't be right. That can't be right. Let's see. This is some. What do we got here? Eeks. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Lasting Tar. So this is the Lasting Tar Fire deck. So 2 damage on your end step if you put a counter on a creature this turn. So then you have Fated Firepower to charge it up a little. A bunch of ways to put counters on things. That's kind of a cool idea. So it's kind of like a is it kind of tempo-y control deck? And then this is just getting in some damage to close out the game. That is a cool idea. I mean, I like that it's only 2 mana. I like how cheap it is. So you can get it down. You can get it down pretty efficiently. Ooh, wait, does Limited have the proper board? But then I'd be paying like 10,000 gold. But 3 in a row! 3 in a row! Why do we always get Wilds of Eldraine? All right, I'm going to give up. Apparently, chat has confirmed it works. So if you ever run into it, I think what I'm going to do is rather than sit here and just do this on stream for an hour, I'll just try to keep an eye out for it as I'm playing. And if it doesn't work for some reason, I'll let you know. But other people are saying it worked. 4 in a row. Why always? Wait, now we have a new quest. Just get off Wilds of Eldraine. It's just always Wilds of Eldraine. Avatar Jump In. Wait a minute. Is that still a thing that exists? That might actually work. I don't think Jumpin's Avatar anymore. It doesn't look like Avatar. Oh, it's alchemy. All right. Yeah, I don't see an easy way to cheat on it here. All right. Well, this is it. This is it. We're gonna give up. Man, what a sad day. No cabbages for us. I'm gonna have to leave a note. Can it just not be Murders of Karlov Manor at least? Yeah, all right. We're gonna call it. We've spent 15 minutes. 15 minutes chasing the cabbage, but it's not meant to be. That we had our one chance and we blew it. I blew it, chat. Anyway, everyone, that's our stream for today. If you're looking for new decks, definitely I would recommend Rakdos Monument. Merfolk, I think Monument's probably better, but Merfolk actually worked pretty well too. So reminders on the way out the door. Normal reminders. Replay YouTube for all the old streams. Normal YouTube. Lots of stuff coming up. A shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some Magic cards, get them at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Other reminder, next stream, viewer battles. So if you want to get in on the viewer battles, all you need to do is let me know. Send a message. Here on Twitch or at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Let me know that you want to do viewer battles. Give me arena info, and I'll get you on the list. So viewer battles next stream. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. You're awesome. I love y'all. I'm sorry we didn't get the cabbage. And I'll be looking forward to viewer battles next week. So until then, have a great week, everyone. Be safe, be good, and I will talk to you soon.